Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Wednesday evening final session of the 2024 NCSA Age Group Swimming Championships here at Rosen Aquatic Center. At this time, I ask you to please rise, remove your hats, and direct your attention above the scoreboard for the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2024 NCSA Age Group Swimming Championships held at the Rosen Aquatic Center in beautiful Orlando, Florida. This meet is sponsored by Speedo. I am the meet director and also your host tonight, Bill Schultz. And to my right is the mountain man, Steve Pritchard.
Oh, yeah!
Okay, Derek Ammerman, and we're going to take you through tonight's festivities. We're starting off with the 12 and under girls 100 freestyle. This is the C final. In lane number 1, we have Audrey Default. Lane number 2, Elena Lumens. Lane number 3, Leah O'Connell. Lane number 4, Sydney Josephson. Lane number 5, Margot Full. Lane number 6, Sophia Rogenbuck. Lane number 7, Sinclair Watts. And lane number 8, Violet Mullen.
Like Rogenbuck's got this head start at the 25 right now, looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, like last week we had long course, short course in the morning, long course at night. So some kids are better at long course versus short course. So tonight we're going to see this week we'll see the true racing, the kids coming together, short versus short. And it is Elena Loomis from Ozaki Aquatics in lane 2. That's up in Wisconsin. She's got the lead.
Looks like she's fading a little bit. Looks like it's 2, 6, and 7. Looks like 7's got the advantage coming home. That looks like Sinclair Watts from Laker.
Yeah, but in lane number 6,
my bad.
That's Rogenbuck. Yeah, yep. But
I was looking at the wrong lane. My bad.
And then at the last, coming on strong at the end there was Margot Full.
Margot Full, yeah.
Next up is our B final. In lane number 1, Rachel Brzezinski from Waukesha Express. Lane number 2, Mara Ahern from Rockville, Montgomery. Lane number 3, Gia Giuseppe from North Palm Beach, Florida. Lane number 4, Catherine Rosenbaum, Lake Erie Silver Dolphins. Lane number 5, Jenna Ryan from Rockville, Montgomery. Lane number 6, Eva Hughes, Blazing Barracudas.
Blazing.
Lane number 7, from Lake Country Swimming is Angelina Remus. And in lane number 8, Sarah Young from Rockville, Montgomery.
So, I mean, right now, looks like we got lane 6, Eva Hughes. Eva Hughes has got out to the good lead right now, going first to the 50 out in 26.4. That's a good solid split going out there. Doesn't look like she has any signs of fading a little bit. Although Rosenbaum over in lane 2 looks like she's starting to pick up her speed a little bit. Going in, still Hughes, Rosenbaum, and it could be Mara Ahern. No. Oh,
I think
look
it's,
at
I
lane
think it's
5.
Eva
Look
Hughes,
at Jenna Ryan. Look at that, making a comeback right at the very end. Jenna Ryan might end up getting this at the very end. Yeah. Jenna Ryan, 55.6. Eva Hughes, 55.7. Nice race, ladies.
That's some nice time drops, dropped like 7-8 tenths of a second. One of the interesting things, you know, you come into a meet like this, and we had good.
No. Oh.
We had good, we had some
me.
good temperatures. Last week, our first day, was really cold. We saw some rough swimming, so it's kind of nice to see that we had some good weather. But you get into this atmosphere at night, good crowd, a lot of everybody up around the sides of the pool, all the energy, all
that energy.
And all the attention is focused on our championship course. So now we're going to get ready for the A final. There we go. Lane number 1 is Mila Fisher from Long Island Aquatic Club.
You do a much better job of pronouncing names than I do.
Oh, I was butchering some Long Island names last week. Lane number 2, Ella Brace from Patriot Aquatic. Lane number 3, Jillian Shiflett from Nation's Capital. Lane number 4, Maston Kennedy from Machine Aquatics. Lane number 5 is May Strasser from Long Island Aquatic Club. Lane number 6, Lucy Paradis from Verona. We saw her sister swimming last week.
Oh, yeah.
Lane
That
number
whole family.
7, Emma Rose from New Trier Aquatics. And lane number 8, Olivia Linduska from Maverick Swim Club, also out of Illinois.
Yeah, the Illinois girls, Ella, Emma, and Olivia, I know had really good meets at their age group. So it's nice to see them swimming against some national talent, see how they do.
The record in this event is a 52.57, and that's held by Maddie Bynum from Nova, Virginia, set just last year. You know, it's also interesting. You see, even with these 12 and unders, in lane 4, we saw Kennedy Master really have a nice breakout underwater. You want to watch for those dolphin kicks. It's faster than freestyle, so if you can, it's kind of tough at this age.
If you can learn to swim underwater for 60 yards, you have a distinct advantage.
Absolutely.
Looks like Shiflett's out first, 25.7. That's a nice split going out. Right behind her, Kennedy Maston, 25.85.
So we see Jillian in lane 3. Get out quick. Let's see if she can hang on, or if we're going to see lane number 4. Definitely
looks like right now Shiflett, but just barely.
And she's hanging on, but it's interesting to see the strategy. Some people go a little bit faster, but she went after this race and is our champion.
381, nice swim. Dropped about 2 seconds off of her prelim swim. Well, a second and a half, I should say. Kennedy Maston second, 54.11. May Strasser third, 54.3. Nice swim, ladies.
All right, now we're going to go into the 12 and under boys 100 free. Matthew Meng, lane 1 from Charles River. Lane number 2, Caleb Gadavish from Verona area swim team. Jacob Sun in lane 3 from Charles River Aquatics. Lane 4, Brady Hawk from Nova, Virginia. Lane 5, Logan Hillman, Nation's Capital. Lane 6, Nathaniel Doran from Nova, Virginia. Alexander Kersling, Swim Atlanta, lane 7. Anderson Wozniak, Blazing Barracudas in lane 8. We have a 10-year-old, Caleb Gadavish, and lane number 2 is the sole 10-year-old.
That's I was talking to his coach, and she was talking about how he hasn't had an opportunity to swim against big dogs because he's always been ahead of his age group.
Yeah.
And now he gets an opportunity, since this is 12 and under, to be able to swim against those guys.
He looks good. He's very aggressive.
I mean, this kid's going to be something.
Brady Hawk is going to be our first to turn, 25-8.
That's such a cool name, too, Brady Hawk.
Exactly. It's nice to see these Long Island Aquatic Club age group swimmers with much easier names to pronounce than their high school age counterparts.
Well, you try doing it at Illinois Swimming, that I did for the last 3 years. You get some really unique names. And Brady looks like he's going to win there, 54.09. Nice job, Brady.
Nice swim. Took it, got out to an early lead and hung on. So something you don't normally see. You do see it in shorter races, but we'll see some differences when we get to 400 IMs later.
Oh, yeah.
All right, in heat number 2, this is our B final. Daniel Bungie from Nova, Virginia. Brecken Luckett, lane 2 from Fort Wayne Swimming. Lane number 3, John Gravel from Rockville, Montgomery. Lane number 4, Preston Green, Northwest Arkansas. Lane number 5, Connor Plusqua from St. Charles Swim. Ryan Yao from lane 6, Long Island Aquatic Club. Zach Felton, lane number 7, Team Triumph out of Missouri. And Wesley Moncton, Nation's Capital, in lane number 8.
So Plusqua had a nice age group meet from St. Charles. So when you swam, Bill, and when you swam the 100, what was your strategy?
I was a distance guy, so I had to just go as hard as I can, as early as I can.
Yep. Yeah, I was always that guy that I had to be out in the lead if I had a shot at doing well in it. If I didn't, I'd be like Connor Plusqua and Ryan Yao right now, 25-3, 25-6. Connor's taking it.
I'd go as hard as I could, but I'd be the guy going out in 29. And then negative split it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Come back in at 26.
Oh, no. 28-0, 28-9.
Plusqua looks like he's fading a little bit. Preston Green's coming on strong at the end, along with Ryan Yao. 53-2, 53-3. Really close.
The meet record in this event is a 49.34 set in 2022 by Reed O'Connell from Long Island Aquatic Club. Waiting for the A finalists to come on out.
Tell you what, I watched this kid who's seen it first, Jaden Tsai, this morning, and he just looked like he was breezing through it. It looked effortless.
You know, Jaden Tsai from Lakers Swim Club out of right here at Windermere Lakes, Windermere, Florida, and they're a relatively new team. Started just a few years ago, but they've had a lot of success even early on. And last week we saw a lot of finalists. In fact, Riley Arisman, I believe, won the High Point Award for the women. And so we had a lot of great swims there. And we're here, we come in first, one of the first events. We've got another Lakers swimmer in first place. So here's your championship finalists. Then lane number 1 from Rockville, Montgomery is Salim Erickson. In lane number 2, Trip Thomas, also from Rockville, Montgomery.
Got a lot of teammates in this
We
heat.
do, yeah. Now you travel 1,000 miles, you get some next year. Christopher Lassard from Laker in lane 3. And Jaden Tsai, who we just talked about, Lakers in lane 4. Samuel Cass from New Trier Aquatics in lane number 5.
Age group meet, along with Lubo.
Whoa. What is this next name?
Lubo Lou Chorbadjitsky.
Oh, thank you very much. He's in lane 6 from New Trier. In lane number 7, John Donati. And in lane number 8, Jake Sim from Machine Aquatics. John Donati is from Nova.
Yeah, I find it quite humorous that you said that, because you got 2 teammates from RMSC, 2 teammates from Lakers, and then 2 teammates from New Trier, all of this heat.
And then Nova and Virginia
right
swim each other all the time. So. All right, the meet record in this event is a 49.34.
Oh, it looks like Sam Cass is going out pretty good, along with Jaden Tsai. These 2 battled it this morning, and Jaden Tsai's turns, wow. That was really good. And Sam Cass went in ahead of him.
Yeah.
And then...
I always tell swimmers the key to a turn is to get your feet to the wall as quickly as possible. You want to have a quick somersault.
Yep.
And I think that's really important.
Extremely important.
Jaden Tsai with cruising to a win here. Will he get the record? 49.92. Just off the meet record, but fantastic swim. Second place, Samuel Cass from New Trier Aquatics, and in third place, all right, I'm gonna give this guy a shot here. Is it Lub? Is his first name Lub? Lubo. Lou Chorbadjitsky. I'm going to get it.
That was pretty good.
As we get through this meet, I'm going to say it faster and faster. So, all right, in the C final of the women's 100 freestyle, the meet record is 49.54, held by Erin Gemmel, who competed last week in NCAAs.
Had a nice meet there.
Jillian Wiersma from Hokie Aquatics is lane 1. Alexandra Lucchese is St. Andrews down here in Florida, lane 2. Harper Parody of Verona area. Brantley Patterson, Nova, Virginia, lane 5. Claire Heffel, Northern Kentucky Clippers. Nadia Sylvester, lane 6. Charlotte White, lane 7. And Honore Kato in lane 8.
All right. All eyes on lane 6 on this one. Nadia had a nice swim this morning, dropped about a second and a half off her best time, so out a little bit faster.
Not quite as fast as Harper Parody from Verona,
Harper's
25.8. Well, if my swimmer was in this heat like yours is, I'd be probably watching her closely too. So
looks like Harper's still got the advantage coming off that last wall.
Yeah, it's tightening up a little bit. Looks like
lane 4.
Yeah, Brantley Patterson.
Yeah.
Brantley Patterson with the second fastest split in the field on the second 50 to take the lead.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the interesting things. Even in a 100 free, it is a sprint, but you do have to control that front half a little bit so that you have all the energy you need for the back half. So,
and you got to breathe more that first 50, too.
Yeah, you do. Lane in the B final, Roxanne Rohrbaugh from Florida Atlantic in lane number 1. Campbell Shore, lane number 2, is Point Aquatics out of Michigan. Lane 3, Corrali Workman, Northwest Arkansas. Lane 4, Samantha Romer, Nation's Capital. Lane 5, Ellen Giblin from Rise Aquatics in Illinois.
They're rising.
Anna Kakai, also a new team. Rockville, Montgomery, lane 6. Madeline Lynch, Greater Illinois Swimmers, Gills in lane 7. Karina Dye, Long Island Aquatic Club in lane number 8.
Gills, man. It's been a while since I've seen the Gills.
It is, exactly. Yeah, they're coming back.
Yeah. Looks like Romer's out first.
And watch Madeline Lynch with them up there in the top of your screen, too. But you're right, it is.
Then you got that flyer who's all the way behind him, staying up with him. 25-3 out for Romer.
You'll notice some swimmers at the far end, at the very top of your screen. That is a warm-down pool. But there was a girl, some butterfly, pretty quick, too.
Yes. She was kind of holding her own with that heat. Looks like Romer's still got the advantage coming off by about half a body length. This is going to be a nice swim for her. She was 53.6 this morning. 52.4. That is a nice time drop from this morning.
Coach is going to be like, girl, why didn't you do that this morning? You'd be the bigs. Come on. But, hey, but that's not uncommon. You get, there's so many heats, so much chaos, so much noise. It's so crowded behind the blocks all morning. And you're up there, it's just trying to throw down. Then you come here, it's a little bit more controlled, more energy, and you see some big swims at night. It's not uncommon at all.
No. I mean, I would say that probably, I don't know, I would say 85 to 90% of final swims are usually faster than their prelim swims.
I think in meets like this, yes.
Yep.
Now we have the A finalists coming in. Once again, the meet record is a 49.54. In lane number 1 from RMSC is Harper Bartholomew. In lane number 2, Leah Santos from Hokie Aquatics. Lane number 3, Emma Rapcan from Rise. Lane number 4, Vivian Zangaro from Long Island Aquatic Club. Lane number 6, Gabrielle Day from Rockville, Montgomery. Lane number 6, Sasha Karafin from Long Island Aquatic Club. Lane number 7, Jocelyn Hayashi from Patriot Aquatic Club in Illinois. And in lane number 8, Caitlin Dunfield from Ole out of Michigan. You see a lot of Long Island Aquatic Club and a lot of Rockville, Montgomery swimmers in these finals. These two teams combined brought about 200 swimmers, so they are by far the two biggest teams in the meet. They come fully loaded for this meet, and you see some of their top swimmers, and just they're all here ready to go. It's a big, important meet for their team.
I was talking with one of the Rockville coaches this morning, or this on the way here, and I'm like, "How many you got?" He goes, "Oh, we got 5." And I was like, 5? Well, Rockville must not be as strong. And he was talking about his own group.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, they have 91 swimmers in this meet entered.
Well, it's funny because Nation's Capital is like right next door to him.
Yeah.
And he said that they never ever swim a meet against each other because both squads have like 1,500 kids on their team.
Exactly. Gabriel Day out in front. She's from Rockville, Montgomery, the team we're talking about.
And Long Island.
Yep, and a very close race there. You're going to see these teams battle. You're going to see a lot of energy when the relays go off later on tonight. But it is still Gabrielle Day with the lead.
I don't know.
Oh,
looks
no,
like
you're right.
Zangaro is going to take her at the end. Ooh, but look at that reach. Ooh, 51.5, 51.6. Good races.
I thought Gabrielle Day was, even though she was her head was a little bit behind, she's got those long arms.
Yeah, I mean, that reach is incredible.
Yeah. All righty, 13-14 boys, 100-yard freestyle, the meet record held by William Hayon, 2019,
I remember that
45-66.
swim.
I do too. All right, Connor O'Neill, lane number 1, Nation's Capital. Toby Nwasu from Long Island Express in lane number 2. Grant Freeze, Ozaki from Wisconsin. Freeze, makes sense. Owen Miklos from Nova, Virginia in lane number 4. Luke Bickett from Greater Philadelphia, lane number 5. Brady Jordan, St. Charles, lane 6. Hugh Wargan, lane 7, Machine Aquatics. Dennis Uku from Long Island Express. I have to apologize to Greater Philadelphia. Their team code is GPAC, and there's a Greater Pensacola Aquatic Club.
Yeah.
And I was saying they didn't. Last week the heat sheet kept saying GPAC. It didn't say Greater Philadelphia. So I was Pensacola all week. So they're probably not loving me in the city of brotherly love. So out there in lane number 8 from Long Island Express is Dennis Uku, out with the early lead. You know, it's not uncommon for coaches to say, hey, you're 8th. You know, you're the last qualifier. Just get after it. Let's see what happens. You end up getting a big swim. And it's certainly showing. And Brady Jordan from St. Charles is surging into the lead, it looks like. But what's going on down at the bottom of the screen? Nope, it is Brady Jordan. Toby Nwosu from Long Island Express in second. So.
Oh, Brady Jordan with a knockout swim there.
48.8, nice swim.
What was he this morning?
49 mid.
Okay.
All right, in the B final, we have Ethan Chania from Long Island Express. Lane number 2, Alexander Atkins, Rockwood Swim Club. Lane number 3, Leopold Nurit, Nation's Capital. Lane number 4, Trace Colton, North Palm Beach. Lane number 5, Lachlan Bartholomew from Rockville, Montgomery. Lane number 6, Tyler Kaminsky from Nation's Capital. Lane number 7, Hendrick Larson, Wildcat Aquatics, that's up in Wisconsin. Maxwell Jackson, Eagle Swim Team out of Maryland.
A lot of Maryland teams here.
There are.
You think
that Northeast section has really been at Northeast, Illinois.
Yeah.
Have been 2 areas of the country that have really supported the NCSA over the years. And
then you got, Wisconsin's bringing a lot of their.
Absolutely. Yep.
I think, more than anything, you had a meet like this, it's down to Orlando. It's, you can be outside during the day. It's just a fun meet.
It is. And turning first at the top of your screen is
Maxwell Jackson.
And right in the middle of the pool, Trace Colton is in second. Very close race here. And it looks like Trace Colton is taking the lead. But it's interesting, you got Maxwell Jackson up there at the top of your screen. He's got a little gap, and he can see the field.
Oh, wow, nice race.
Maxwell Jackson, I think he could see the field there, and it gave him an advantage there.
Because he breathed to his left.
Lane number 2, lane 6, Tyler Kaminsky from NSAC Cap in second. Trace Colton, I thought took the lead at the third wall there, but again, they're just less than 0.3 of a second separating first through third. So
it's kind of hard from our vantage point to see on that far wall who's leading.
Last week was horrible. Long course, you couldn't see that half of the pool at all. It's like,
the way you can see is on the screen.
Oh, lane number 8's winning. Oh, no. And in lane 1.
Look at these boys. These are some big boys.
Pumped up, ready to go. These are the guys that we're going to be seeing. A lot of 14-year-olds, a couple 13-year-olds. These are the guys we're going to be seeing, swimming in that 16 and under heat, that protected heat next year in the NCSA meet, the junior meet. So, or the spring championships. All right.
Seemed to be a lot faster this year than last year.
In lane number 1, Maxwell Garbaz from Madison Aquatics. Lane number 2, Victor Gutt from Palatine Park. Lane
cool
number
name.
3, Maxwell Thompson from Machine. Lane number 4, Kai Joyner from RSC, that's Rochester Swim Club. Lane number 5, Reed O'Connell from Long Island Aquatic Club. Lane number 6, Adin Terrazas from Ozaki. Lane number 7, Jeremiah Jermosin from RMSC, that's Rockville Montgomery. And in lane 8, rounding out the field, is Kyle O'Connor from Ozaki.
Boy, Ozaki's had quite a few in the finals so far.
So yeah, absolutely. They've done really well in this meet too. Another team, you mentioned the Wisconsin teams that are really supportive. We've got Blaine Carlson from Waukesha.
Yeah. You got the Paradies from Verona. They've been bringing it on the last few years.
Yep.
Former Illinois State champion Emily Pasula.
Former Emily Pasula, yeah, I am her.
Took, 20 years to take down that record?
It did.
200, like 1.8 or something like that?
It was a 200 low, yeah. So.
It was ridiculous fast.
Freeport High School, the Pretzels.
Thompson was out quick, along with Kai Joyner, of course, but
they're both out in 22.3. Not sure that's quite fast enough for a 45.6, but as soon as I say that, they'll see a great second 50, and then we'll have an record. And it is lane 4. Kai Joyner just extending his lead. He's from Rochester. But now in lane 5, putting his head down, Reno Connell from Long Island. And in lane 3, Max Thompson. Both of them coming out. But it is Kai Joyner. Splits 24.2 for a 46.5.
3 guys at 46 and 14. That's ridiculous.
I went 46 when I was that age for a 75.
I was like for a 50.
All right, we got 11, 12 girls, 50 backstroke. So I'm going to have to read these fast because we got 50s now. Wait, do we have awards?
Oh, no, we got awards, I think.
Oh, we do. All right.
Awards for event 1, girls 12 and under 100 freestyle. In 8th place from Maverick Swim Club, Olivia Linduska. In 7th from Patriot Aquatic Club, Ella Brace. In 6th from Long Island, Mila Fisher. In 5th from New Trier, Emma Rose. In 4th from Verona area swim team, Lucy Paradies. In 3rd place from Long Island Aquatic Club, May Strasser. In 2nd place from Machine Aquatics, Kennedy Maston. And our 2024 NCSA swimming champion for girls, 12 and under 100 freestyle from Nation's Capital Swim Club, Jillian Schifflin. boys 12 and under 100 freestyle. In 8th place from Machine Aquatics, Jake Sim. In 7th place from Nova, John Danahy. In 6th from Lakers, Christopher Lassar. In 5th, Rockville Montgomery's Trip Thomas. In 4th from Rockville Montgomery, Selim Erickson. In 3rd place from New Trier, Lubo Chorbajiski. In 2nd place from New Trier, Samuel Cast. And our 2024 NCSA Boys 12 and under 100 freestyle champion from Lakers Swimming, Jaden Sai. Congratulations, gentlemen. Congratulations. Awards for event 3, girls 13-14 to 100 freestyle. 8th place from Ole Swimming, Caitlin Dunfield. 7th place from Rockville Montgomery, Harper Bartholomew. In 6th place from Long Island, Sasha Carafin. In 5th from Rise Aquatics, Emma Repkin. In 4th from Hokie Aquatics, Leah Santos. In 3rd place, Patriot Aquatic Club's Jocelyn Hayashi. In 2nd place from Rockville Montgomery, Gabrielle Day. And our 2024 NCSA Girls 13-14 100 Freestyle Champion from a Long Island Aquatic Club, Vivian Zangaro. Congratulations, ladies. Congratulations. Awards for event 4, boys 13-14 100 freestyle. In 8th place from Ozaki Aquatics, Kyle O'Connor. In 7th place from Madison Aquatic Club, Maxwell Garbage. In 6th from Rockville Montgomery, Jeremiah Jermosin. In 5th from Palatine, Victor Gutt. In 4th from Ozaki Aquatics, Aiden Terrazas. In 3rd place, Long Island's Reed O'Connell. In 2nd place from Machine Aquatics, Maxwell Thompson. And our 2024 NCSA Boys 13-14 100 Freestyle Champion from Rochester Swim Club, Kai Joyner. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Okay, now we're going to go on to the backstrokes. We do 4 events, and then we do an awards. We just did the freeze, as you saw. Now we move on to 11-12 girls 50 backstroke. Jenna Ryan in lane number 1 from Rockville, Montgomery. Travels all this way to swim next to her teammate, Lila DeBecker. Lane number 2. And lane number 3, Gia Giuseppe from North Palm Beach. Lane number 4, Gabriella Graham from the Academy Boat Swim Club. That's right. Emma Rose from New Trier Aquatics. At lane number 5, Jennifer Taylor, lane 6, Mundelein Mustangs. Waukesha Express, lane number 7, that's Rachel Brzezinski. And Kelly Burke in lane number 8, Madison Aquatics rounds out the field.
You're going to have to be talking real fast with these 50s.
Yeah, you do. Aspen Gersper from St. Andrews has the meet record of 26.85. Now, you notice that some of the girls stay underwater. Some of them pop right up.
Gabby Graham had a nice underwaters going off her start.
All that good coaching.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. But look at it. Look at how much further she gets out than everybody else. Then you got Jennifer Taylor over there who's out swimming everybody.
Yeah, you know, the big thing you want to watch for in backstroke is fast hands, kick up on top of the water, boiling that water.
Yep.
And it is. It's Jennifer Taylor from Mundelein Mustangs.
Nice time drop.
Your leader, in lane, your winner in lane number 6 of the C final. In the B final, we have Lane Jacobs from Nova in lane 1. Kyla Hinrich, Sioux Falls in lane 2. Lucy Parody, Verona swim team in lane number 3. Julietta Stolks, St. Andrews in lane 4. Couple of Rockville girls in lanes 5 and 6. Mira Patel, Julie Diaz in lanes 5 and 6. Ashleisha Patare from Nova, Virginia in lane number 7. Eva Hughes, lane 8. Blazing Barracuda.
Blazing. And then you got lane 4 and lane 6. It looks like Stolk and Diaz had the best underwaters in that group.
It's great that these kids are doing this, and as you get older and get stronger, that underwater dolphin kick is faster than swimming.
Agreed.
So it's important, I think, to learn that skill. And that's right now. It's lane 6. Julie Diaz.
Yeah, 2 lane 6s in a row. Julie Diaz, 28.6.
I think you'll see, when you see it, you get to the higher levels of swimming, it's almost always true. The Olympics, it's a little different because everybody's doing that. But when you get to the high school and college levels, whoever's dolphin kicking the most is typically the swimmer that's most likely to win.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, take a look at, who was it? Hold on. Last week when Poplawski was swimming against Sims.
Yeah.
Sims underwaters are the only reason why she ended up winning that 200. Because Anna outswam her, but Sims underwaters were so lethal.
All right, in lane 1 from Ad Astra Aquatics, that's Karsten Ward. In lane number 2, Olive Dunn from Nation's Capital. Her teammate in lane 3, Julian Shiplet.
Who's already swam the 100.
Yep. Kennedy Maston in lane number 6.
Who's 11.
Lane number 5, that's Emma Sina from Verona area swim. On lane number 6, Leighton Lentz from Lake Erie Silver Dolphins. Lane number 7, Cameron Gardner from the Peoria area Water Wizards.
Yes.
And in lane number 8, May Strasser.
Who's also swam the 100 free. Got a lot of kids coming back in the finals.
You can swim 10 events in this meet, so you're going to be a little tired at the end of the week.
So I know that my girl Cam this morning had a ridiculous slip off her start, so hoping she got a better one tonight.
Got the meet record in this event, Aspen Gersper, 26.85.
Love that underwater shot. Oh, lane 5, I think, went out too far. Sorry.
I'm kidding. I did see a hand.
Great underwaters, though. Looks like Kennedy Maston's going to take it.
And nice finish, too. Stretch
Shiflett or Maston, 26.8, 27.5, 27.7, 27.8. So.
And Kennedy Maston, that is a new meet record, held 26.83, 2/100 second faster than Aspen's record. And that record's 2018. It's one of the older records we have here at the NCSA. Now we move on to the young men, the 11-12 boys, 50-yard backstroke in lane number 1. Jason Hua, Rockville, Montgomery. Lane number 2, Jackson Puchak from Rockville, Montgomery. Lane number 3, Trevor Smith, Franklin Regional. Lane number 4, Nathaniel Doran, Nova, Virginia. Lane number 5, Angelo Medina, Nation's Capital. Lane number 6, Chris Tetiati from Charles River. Lane number 7, Richard Linconis from Nova, Virginia. And from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Ethan Google.
I wonder if his coach is always saying, ooh-ah. I would.
The meet record from Flood Aquatics, 25-15, apropos.
Looks like 4 and 7, or no, sorry, 3 and 6 are out fast. Look like Trevor Smith and Chris Sidlati.
I agree.
They're setting the tone, man. It's going to be a tight race. Let's see who gets to that wall, who wants it more.
Trevor, if he gets his hand on the wall.
Like Trevor got it, 28-5, 28-7.
In the B final coming up, we have Miles Kentosh from Peoria Area Water Wizards.
Yeah.
Lane number 2, Xander Pica from Rockville, Montgomery. Lane number 3, Raleigh Harrington, Nova, Virginia. Lane number 4, Wesley Moncton from Nation's Capital. Alexander DeMarco, lane number 5 from Monocacy Aquatics in Maryland. Jake Sim, Machine Aquatics, lane number 6. Jarrett Zhu from Monocacy. Wow, another one, Monocacy Aquatics. Alexander Kersling from Swim Atlanta.
Well, you're not kidding all these Northeastern teams.
I know, yeah.
Here.
Seriously.
Come on. Oh, Miles. If Miles actually learned how to use his body, he'd be pretty darn. I mean, the boy's already 6 foot. He's supposed to be 6'8". Looks like we got 2, 3, and 4. Oh, and 5.
Yeah, it's a very, very tight.
Nice
it's not
race.
Uncommon in the 50s.
No.
Yeah, now it's just who's going to put their hand on the wall, and
Like
it
lane
is.
5,
Yep.
Alexander DeMarco.
Alexander, 6 feet tall.
No, Miles Kentosh,
Oh,
my
Miles.
guy.
Oh, yeah, you're right. There's one. Okay. We're already on the next. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's a tall drink of water.
Oh, yeah. Comes to practice twice a week.
Whether he needs it or not. All right, here we go. Here come our championship finalists and the lifeguard.
Yeah. Got to make sure you save these kids. Oh, there he is, the Sliz man. I told him I'd give him a shout out.
Nice.
He always likes the way I pronounce his name. I was like, Adrian Sliz.
In lane number 1, St. Charles Swim Team, Adrian Sliz.
It looks like he needs SPF 50.
Oh, yeah. Take a little sun there. That'll be nice on that backstart.
Oh,
lane
yeah.
number 2 from Northwest Arkansas is Preston Green. Lane number 3.
Lubo LT.
Lubo LT, that's even better. Lou Chorbat's going to see Nuclear Aquatics. Name number 4, John Danahy, Nova, Virginia. Lane number 5, Elliott Leisure, and that's Rochester. Lane number 6, Selim Erickson, Rockville, Montgomery. I'm still thinking about lane 3. Lane number, where are we at here? Lane number 7, John Gravel from Rockville, Montgomery. And lane number 8, Logan Hillman from Nation's Capital.
Yeah, last year I could not pronounce his name to save my life, so I called him Lubo LT every
That's
time.
perfect. Again, the meet record held by Josh Zukowski, 25.15. You know, I'm looking at LT's name, and I'm like, it's not that difficult. You just got to sound it out.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's Lubo Lou Torbajinsky. So, speaking of Lubo, really nice underwaters. Him and John Danahy.
That looks like they're turning 1-2 right there.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
Lubo with some great underwaters. Looks like it's going to be a real tight race between those two.
Looks like John. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Man.
26-4
Oh, we
for
gotta
Lubo.
say it. Now I got to say this name again. Lou Chorbajinski. All right, got that. Man, great finish, long stretch of the wall. Look over my shoulder. I see my assistant meet director, Jeremy, looking on as one of his swimmers.
Yeah.
Don't know if he actually swims with Jeremy or not, but anyway.
Okay, moving on to the 100 back.
In the C final, lane number 1, Nicole McEnroe, Point Aquatics. Lane number 2, Rafaela Andrada from Charles River. Lane number 3, Jacqueline Furchas from Arlington Aquatics. Lane number 4, Juliet Nemec from Academy Bullet Swim Club.
Yes.
That's my club. Abigail Carnes, Northern Kentucky Clippers, and lane number 6, Isabella Stanek, another Academy Bullet in the swimming tonight here in this heat. And then Roxanne Rohrbaugh from Florida Atlantic, and Oli Swimming from Caitlin Dunfield.
It's not only, you were talking about how important underwaters is. It's not just about, having underwaters. It's about having good underwaters.
Absolutely.
Underwaters that, you actually press with your whole body and get your body moving in a way. And a couple of these swimmers.
No, I agree. A lot of swimmers, they kick up, but they don't bring the feet back
Correct.
down quickly. You have to kick both ways to get the feet moving.
I always try and teach my up kick.
You want the upper body to be really, really quiet. So we have Juliet Nemec from Academy Bullets in the lead. And it appears she is still in the lead.
Right now, her teammate might be giving her a run. Looks like her, Carnes, and Stanek. Oh, well, lane 2, Rafaela Andrada. Oh, it's Rafaela Andrada.
Rafaela, a really nice finish there. Juliet Nemec reached for the wall, but just a couple hundreds ahead of her, Rafael Andrade.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're a third of a stroke or a quarter of a stroke off, and the other swimmer hits it just right, and that's just how it goes sometimes. But still some nice swims, getting under a minute. Lane in the B final, Ella Marsh, lane 1 from Ad Astra Aquatics. Ad Astra Area Aquatics. Lane number 2, Anna Kakai from Rockville, Montgomery. Lane number 3, Allison Hayes, Long Island Aquatic Club. Mia Eubank, Nova, Virginia, lane 4, and lane 5, also from Nova, Virginia. Brantley Patterson, Kira Lee Workman in lane number 6 from Northwest Arkansas. Mariana D'Oliveira from Eagle Swim Team.
Nice.
I'm going to ask Scott if I got that right. In lane number 7, Savannah Lurch. And lane number 8 from Savannah Swim Team, Stingray Swim Team. Boy, they're tall, tight, maybe like
right now,
5 girls.
Yeah. I'd say 3 has a small advantage right now. 3 and 5 and 8 and 1. It's like lane 4 is starting to come
lane
into
8
it
going
as
to
well.
touch first. Yep, Savannah Lurch.
Oh, out.
Stingrays. Boy, she had some nice breakouts too, and you can really get a good view of that. Being at top of the screen like that,
Absolutely.
You can really get that. Look at her; she's going in, got great, nice turns, gets the feet over quick, and then a little bit shorter on that wall. You get a little bit tired, but I think another thing that's really important: you don't want to kick 15 meters the first wall and then kick 5 the second,
right.
The fourth. I think you want to try to balance those out as much as possible.
Exactly.
But
Lurch with a nice time drop from this morning, almost 1.3 seconds faster.
Sydney Shook from where are we at here? Where's this young lady from? Sydney Shook is from Rockwood Swim Club. She is the meet record holder, 54.95. That is not bad at all. Here come the championship finalists. All over the country, especially the West, Midwest, and East Coast. So, Jocelyn Hayashi from Patriot Aquatic Club in Illinois. She's in lane 1. In lane number 2, Una Diaz from Long Island Aquatic Club. Lane 3, Mackenzie Corey from Nation's Capital. Lane number 4, from Sioux Falls is Rachel Ritter, lane number 5. Aubriel McKay and Ole Swimming. Lane number 6, Vegan Kaminsky, North Palm Beach. Willa Faulkner in lane number 7, Swim Atlanta. And lane number 8, Samantha Romer from Nation's Capital.
All right, here we go. We're getting set up for our lanes here. Quick tidbit for you. Fagan Kaminsky is actually the daughter of former Iowa Hawkeye standout Rod Kaminsky.
Also, spent some of her time, summers up in Chicago, and winters down, spends most of her time with North Palm Beach.
Yeah, swims with CWAC, trains
their
with
first
CWAC
year in the
summer.
meet.
Yeah, they have a nice team. A lot of swimmers making it back to finals. Ooh, it looks like lane 7 might have slipped on her start. I always tell my kids, you know, if that happens, if they slip on their start, don't try and make it up all in the first 25.
Yep.
You know, you got a whole 100 to make it up. But Rachel Ritter's out fast, 26-4.
Record is a 54. She's on it. I mean,
she might have a shot at it.
She's going to have to scoot the last half of this race.
She's extending her lead right now.
Really nice, dude. Look at that dolphin kick. Out, getting out 10 meters-ish.
It's going to be close. 54.78.
Records of 54.95.
Nice.
Wow. That's
Rachel Ritter with an unofficial new meet record. Great swim, too.
Sioux Falls. I wonder if she trains up the Sioux Falls and just swimming upstream and working at. Congratulations, Rachel, on your meet record. Mackenzie Corey was second from Nation's Capital. We move on to the boys. Arian Tonpe from Nova, Virginia is in lane number 1. J. Cole Davini from Rockville, Montgomery in lane 2. Colin Pickett, also from Sioux Falls, in lane 3. Kyle O'Connor, Ozaki Aquatics, lane number 4. Luke Bickett, lane 5, Greater Philadelphia, not to be confused with Greater Pensacola. Caleb Josh Cammett, Nation's Capital, lane 6. Nova, Virginia, in lane 7 and 8 with Cullen Harrington and Cooper Redfern. Meet record in this event is held by Braden Capon from the Academy Boat Swim Club, 50.10. Just came off a nice meet as a 15-year-old in our spring championships last weekend. Returning first here, we have Caleb Josh Cammett from Nation's Capital. Man, he's got a huge lead here. Really getting after it this morning.
Holy cow.
You see something like this, you kind of wonder, did he slip a little bit on the start this morning? Do you have a little issue? He's gonna
Look at those underwaters. This kid should have been in the final almost.
Yeah, he's going to win this.
What was he out in? 53.05.
25 high, I think. Oh,
he would have been second.
About 25.4.
Out in 25.4.
Yep. So, wonder if he didn't slip on the start or something happened this morning. So, usually that's what it is, or he's just a rocket at night. But great swim there.
Yeah.
In the B final, we have Brady Jordan from St. Charles. Already seen him tonight. Neil Wargan from Machine Aquatics. Noah Zuckerman, lane 3, Charles River. Alexander Atkins, lane 4 from Rockwood, lane number 6. Bennett Aldrich from Laker Swim, that's lane 5. Lane 6, Owen Mikolos from Nova, Virginia. Riley Burke, lane 7. Schrader YMCA Swim Team of Wisconsin. Hugh Harrell, lane 8, Nova of Virginia.
Not a lot of Schrader kids I've seen.
I have not either, so.
Clean start. Looks like we got some really good underwaters up in this heat.
The other thing, too, is it's so important to set up your underwater. It's a great start. Getting those hips up out of the water.
Exactly.
Or you got to get a little back. I don't know if necessarily arch in the back, but just reaching back for the water.
I always tell my kids I want them to look for their hands, because then it helps them get a clean entry into the water, which is what you want more than anything.
And it is Alexander Atkins turning first from Rockwood Swim Club out of Ozark, out of St. Louis area. But it is a very tight race. I'm watching Noah Zuckerman right next to him.
Yep.
But looks like Alexander's just a little bit stronger on the Dolphins. Let's see if that's going to be.
Well, right now it looks like Zuckerman's going to outswim him, but it's going to be 53-23, 53-34.
Yeah, Noah Zuckerman, a little bit longer arms, a little bit faster tempo, and I think that carried the day for him.
I think if Atkins could have held his underwaters a little bit longer, he probably would have been better off.
Once again, the meet record set last year by Braden Capon, 50.10.
Oh, yeah.
Father is the head coach of the Academy Bullets Swim Club. Academy Bullets women last week had a great meet.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, unbelievably good. Now we just got to get your guys to do the same thing. Right.
Our guys are young, though. I think they're
I was going to say,
huge next year.
I'm looking at your team, or Bullets.
All right, lane number 1, Ian Kimmick, LESD, Lakers Silver Dolphins. This is our championship finalist, Ian Miller, lane number 2 from Webster Bluefins. Lane number 3, Aiden Terrazas from Ozaki Aquatics. Lane number 4, Kai Joyner. We saw him earlier to a Rochester Swim Club. Thomas McMillan from St. Charles Swim Team in the western suburbs of Chicago. Also from the western suburbs, Victor Gutt, Palatine Park District. And lane number 7, Benjamin Wazatki. He is from Waukesha Express. And in lane number 8, Maxwell Thompson from Machine Aquatics.
Well, you know Kai Joyner's going to bring it, but McMillan a couple of weeks ago went 49, I want to say 49.3, set the Illinois state record in the 100 back, and then the medley relay that night, Luke Vitev went 49.2.
Wow.
And took it away.
See how we do on a second taper. And that's always tricky.
It's more like a third or fourth taper because he had high school.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Yeah, a lot of these kids,
and McMillan's already going for it. Yeah, a lot of these kids. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's fine. They've been doing multiple tapers.
Oh,
and you're right. It is.
Yeah, you get on your third or fourth taper, it's like McMillan out 24-0.
He looks good, and he's maintaining his dolphin kicks, getting out to the middle of the pool. It's not. You get tired of that second half of the race, your lungs are bursting, but boy, he's got great dolphins getting the kick up and down. But then he comes up with the fast hands on the backstroke.
Right there.
The record's at 50.1. He's going to be under that. 48.95.
48.95.
That is a new meet record by Thomas McMillan.
It's also, unless Luke Vitev has swam in another meet, that's also a new state record for Illinois. That's impressive. 4 tapers through.
All right, so now we go back to the awards, and we'll turn it over to Aaron Mashman, our announcer.
Awards for event 5, girls 12 and under 50 backstroke. In 7th place from Anacostia area, Carson Bohr. In 6th place from Nation's capital, Olive Dunn. In 5th place from Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Leighton Lentz. In 4th place from Long Island Athletic Club, Strasser. In 3rd place from the Area Water, Cameron Gardner. In 2nd place from Nation's capital, Jillian Shiflett. And our 2024 NCSA Girls 12 and under 50-yard backstroke champion and new meet record holder with a time of 26.83 seconds from Machine Aquatics, Kennedy Maston. Congratulations, ladies. Congratulations. Awards for event 6, boys 12 and under 50 backstroke. In 8th place from Nation's capital, Logan Hillman. In 7th from St. Charles, Adrian Slid. In 6th place from Rockville Montgomery's, John Gravel. In 5th place from Northwest Arkansas, Preston Green. In 4th from Rochester Club, Elliott Leisure. In 3rd place from Rockville Montgomery, Selim Erickson. In 2nd place from Nova, Virginia, John Danahy. And our 2024 NCSA Boys 12 and under 50 backstroke champion from New Trier Aquatics, Lubo Chorbajiski. Congratulations, gentlemen. Congratulations. Awards for event 7, girls 13-14, 100 backstroke. In 8th place from Swim Atlantic, Willem Faulkner. In 7th from Long Island, Una Diaz. In 6th place from Holy Swimming, Aubrielle McKay. In 5th from Nation's capital, Samantha Romer. In 4th, North Palm Beaches, Fegan Kaminsky. In 3rd, from Patriot, Jocelyn Hayashi. 2nd place from Nation's capital, Mackenzie Corey. And our 2024 NCSA Girls 13-14 100 backstroke champion and new meet record holder with a time of 54.78 seconds from Sioux Falls Swim Team, Rachel Ritter. Congratulations, ladies. awards for event 8, boys, 13-14, 100 backstroke. In 8th place from Blakely Silver Dolphins, in Climax. In 7th place from Palatine, Victor Gutt. In 6th place from Ozaki Aquatics, Eden Terrazas. In 5th place from Webster Bluefin, Ian Miller. In 4th place from McQueen Aquatics, Maxwell Thompson. In 3rd from Rochester, Kai Joyner. In 2nd place from Waukesha Express, Benjamin Wysocki. And our 2024 NCSA Boys 13-14 100 backstroke champion and new meet record holder with a time of 48.95 seconds from St. Charles Swim Team, Thomas McMillan.
That was the golden chords of Aaron Mashman, our announcer for today's meet.
Aaron the Mash.
All right, now we're moving to breaststroke. We've done a little freestyle, a little backstroke. Now we got the breaststrokers. We start with 12 and under girls, 100-yard breaststroke. Molly Elmquist from Ole in lane 1. Ellie Lara Wayanova, Virginia, lane 2. Violet Mullen, Nations Capital, lane 3. Margaret Montiel from Academy Bullets. In lane 4, Leah O'Connell, lane 5, Long Island, lane 6, Yuri Shlivko, also Long Island, lane 6. Melinda Zhang from Ad Astra Area Aquatics, lane number 7, and Real Walter in lane 8 and Nations Capital. Big part of this is the underwater pullouts. So they'll start off, they'll take a big old dolphin kick, then a big pull underwater. Then they have to stay on top, they have to keep their head. It must come out of the water every single stroke. So
my big thing on this, I always try and preach, making sure you get the glide, making sure that you finish your kick before you start your hands, because you get so many of those kids out there. I mean, like a perfect example, Kevin Cordes when he was 10. Do you remember that kid?
No.
His hands were all the way gone before his feet even finished, but he was still. And when he learned how to put it in check, that's when he was able to go 148.
With 3 strokes a length.
Right.
It was so tough.
Oh, my gosh.
Leah O'Connell, his Long Island Aquatic Club, is in first place at the turn. But this race is tightening up.
Yeah, it looks like
Don't think Leah's in first, but right
Margaret's
now,
right there. Margaret had looked to me a better pullout of the last one. And you got Shivko.
Yeah, the entire top half of that screen is turning this into a race, but it is going to be
Leah O'Connell from Long Island.
111.27 is the record.
2-second drop from this morning.
Yeah, a lot of these girls are all 113, 114. You see, her and Leah both 111.2. Would have gotten both of them into the championship final.
Yeah.
So that shows you the energy of the night. Catherine Rosenbaum is in lane number 1, Lake Erie Silver Dolphins. Lane number 2, Caroline Nielsen for Verona Area Swim Team in Wisconsin. Leah Bartley, Rockville, Montgomery in lane number 4. Lane number 3, Sophia Chin. Lane 4, Long Island Express. Raina Boxwell, Madison Aquatic, lane in number 5. Angela Liu, lane 6 from Rockville, Montgomery. Isla Rapcan from Rise Aquatics in lane number 7. Margaret Mongovin from Ozaki Aquatics in lane number 8. Probably should have said this about an hour ago, but lane number 1 is at the bottom of the screen. Lane number 8 is at the top of the screen. The swimmers way at the top of the screen are actually, we swim those lanes in the morning, but that's just warm up and warm down, so we'll ignore them.
Right now it's Boxwell and Lou and Rapcan, it looks like. And Leah Bartley here from Rockville.
It is Leah who touches first. Angelina Liu in second, both Rockville Montgomery girls. They probably trained together and mix it up.
Wouldn't that be fun, to sit there and, go to all these meets with your training partner and then have you right next to each other almost in the I'd give the advantage.
Well, we saw that championship final earlier tonight.
Yeah.
It was like
two Rockville, 2 Lakers, and 2 New Trier guys.
It was like Noah's Ark. Right now, it looks like
Leah Bartley.
Leah Bartley in lane number 3. Let's go. Wow, long glide. It's a little gutsy, but she made it work. And Leah
Margaret
Bartley,
Mock, that last 50 looked really good. She was the fastest split of the last of that heat in that last 50.
Yeah, she came back very, very strongly. So, but boy, Leah Bartley, and she's kind of between strokes. So I take another stroke, I don't. But what made it work is that she not only stretched into the glide, but she kept her head down, good body position. A lot of times swimmers reach the wall, then they pick their head up, say, "Where's the wall?"
Right.
And as soon as they do that, they lose their body position, and
then it basically brings them back.
Yeah.
Because their head comes back, their hands come back.
Yep. Here we got a couple RMSC girls here, too, on lanes 1 and 2. All right, so we're going to start with Elaine Shue from Rockville, Montgomery in lane number 1. She's the tiny one, hide behind the flags. Elena Lindke from Rockville, Montgomery is in lane number 2. In lane number 3, we have Allie Sanders from Swim Atlanta. Lane number 4, we have Reese Leiter from Lake Country. Lane number 5 from Long Island Aquatic Club, we have Emily Wang. In lane number 6, we have Sydney Josephson from Fox Valley Wave, that's in Wisconsin. Charlotte Brunning from Nova, Virginia in lane number 7. And in lane number 8, Sophia Roggenbach from Ole Swimming out of Michigan. The meet record in this event, Bridget Yee, Long Island Aquatics, 105.52.
Jeez.
Not bad at all.
Not bad.
For a 12-year-old, that's good.
Yeah.
But if you're going to break this meet record, you are going to want to be out in the 31. So keep an eye on that a little bit. But
it's like right now, Reese Leiter has a small advantage over Emily Wang.
Right, yep.
And Allie Sanders here. As they come to the wall, it looks like Emily Wang. Oh. So, there's 2 tenths separating, or there's 1 tenth separating the two of them.
An interesting thing, while Reese Leiter was not, her body or head was not in front, but she timed that turn perfectly and got her hand on the wall. So
we got Allie Sanders who's leading. Oh, there's right there. Allie Sanders, Reese Leiter, neck and neck. Reese with the better underwaters. Allie seems to be better on top.
Allie Sanders had a little bit a stronger tempo, but I think it's going to be Reese Leiter with that long stretching.
Yep.
Big country.
109.1, 109.3.
It's interesting, boy. All 3 of those heats were significantly faster than this morning.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving on to the men. Congratulations to Reese Leiter and her win. Now we go to the C final, the 12 and under boys breaststroke. And we're going to start with James Wang from Monocracy Aquatics in Maryland. Jay Wang in lane number 2. Rockville, Montgomery, lane number 3. Elvis Gravlicek from Rise Aquatics. Lane number 4, Wyatt Russell, Nation's Capital. Lane number 5, Joshua Zhang from Rockville, Montgomery. Lane number 6, Brian Zhang from Monocracy Aquatic. Lane number 7, Ryan Tremonte, Nation's Capital. And lane number 8, Philip Wallen from Nova, Virginia.
Yeah, I see a huge difference here, Bill. There's some of these kids that, as soon as they hit the water, they start that dolphin kick immediately. And I think that's a disadvantage for them. I think that, you want to hold that power that you get off the start, because that's actually your fastest part of your whole race.
Absolutely. Yeah, anytime you're coming off a solid object like a starting block with all that gravity, it's absolutely as fast as you'll be going.
Right.
And right now, we got 2 swimmers, lane 6 and 7.
Yeah,
and
Zhang and Tremonti.
Ryan Tremonti and Landcap lane. And again, they were neck and neck. It was just 1100 or something between them. But it was, and I thought Brian Zhang was a little bit ahead. But on the turn, just the timing of the strokes, because your hands are going forward, then they're coming back, basically.
Now it looks like Elvis has entered the building.
As he has.
As has Wyatt Russell. And it looks like right now Elvis has got about a shoulder-length lead on Wyatt, but Wyatt's really turning it on these last 10 yards.
Boy, he has Wyatt Russell looks good, but it's Elvis
3-100 separating.
Yeah. And Elvis Grablicek from Rise with the win. Wyatt Russell closing awfully fast, however. All right, B final. Richard Lincanis from Nova, Virginia, in lane number 1. Hudson Brennan, lane number 2 from Rochester. Lane number 3, Aiden Kim. Moons Aquatic in Potomac Valley, another Potomac Valley team. Peter Guau from Rockville, Montgomery. Brecken Lucan from Fort Wayne Swim. I believe he's the only swimmer from Fort Wayne here. And Easton Milholland, Peoria Area Water Wizards. Makes sense you would know that. Nation's capital. Dimitri.
Good luck with this one.
Mikhailov Baker. That's what I would go with. Yeah. Rio Breaker, another Peoria swimmer here. Central Illinois, powerhouse, Peoria Area Water Wizards.
Come on, get up and race. Looks like Brecken's early advantage right there.
Very
hold on.
Race, yeah. You know, it's interesting. Brecken had a very strong front half of his underwater pullout, but right next to him, Peter Gow had actually his underwater pullout was just a little bit better. Where
watch lane 7's underwater pullout.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
He's getting out there almost 10 yards on his pullout. That's quite a bit.
Yeah, the lane 7 underwater pullout is ridiculously good. Come on. Look at how much further he gets out.
Yep.
Easton was well ahead of him at the his pullout.
Let's watch Hudson Brennan in lane number 2. He's coming on, and he has actually motored past to get the lead. Another great stretch. A lot of patience on that finish.
Good job, boys.
Brecken Lucan finishes second. The meet record for this event, this is a 12 and under 100 breaststroke. Dominic D'Amico from Empire KC Swim Club out of Kansas City. The record was set in 2017. This meet is 11 years old. This is the 11th year for this meet. 103.93. The record will be set in 17.
I know that our top seed was Illinois' state champ at their state meet this year, Jeffrey Zhang.
Might be able to tell we're a couple Illinois guys, so we tend to know more about that. Trip Thomas, lane 1 from Rockville, Montgomery Swim Club. Christopher Lassard from Laker Swim Team here in Florida. And lane number 3 is Braden Chen from the Lake Erie Silver Dolphins. Lane number 4, Jeffrey Zhang, Palatine Park District Swim Team. Whoops. And lane number 5, Jacob's son, Charles River. Lane number 6, Brian Sujaya from Rockville, Montgomery. Lane number 7, Samuel Cass from Nurture Aquatics. And then lane number 8, Ryan Yao from Long Island Aquatic Club. This is your championship final. Meet record is a 103.93. Lane number 1, you see on the Rockville cap, JRE. It's Riley Eaton, who was one of our founding board members of the NCSA, passed away a year ago and lived a great life and hugely big part of not only RMSC but also of the NCSA as well. And did a camp with him years ago, and we really do miss Riley. So I think it's awesome that RMSC is doing that for him. Now let's get to the racing part of this program. Lane number 5, Jacob Sun out in 30.7. Out really quick. I wanted to break meet record of 103.9. That's about what I would go at. Now he's going to have to really hustle coming out.
Jacob Sun over there.
30.71. The record's a 103.9. We'll see if he's got the
It's like Jeffrey Zhang starting to go. Jacob Sun easily better pullouts, but I think Jeffrey's
Jeffrey
better
looks
on
really
top.
strong. And look at the different styles. Jeffrey's hands come out of the water, where most swimmers stay in the water. It takes a lot of power to generate to do that. Came back in 33.5, Jeffrey Zhang. But he's a pretty good 200 breaststroker.
That is a nice 50 to come back in.
And so his time is a 104.98, and that will make him our champion. Now we go to the 13-14 girls. We just saw 11-12 swim at 100. Now we're going to have the 13-14 girls doing the 200 breast. You notice that the 11-12s and 13-14s are swimming different distances, and those will alternate throughout the week. We do that because it helps balance. You don't want all the 50 breasts on one day and the 200 breasts on another day, because that just makes the sessions out of whack.
Otherwise, you would be winded.
Exactly. Well, winded watching.
And trying to announce all these names.
So in lane number 1, C final, Sandra Epp, Eagle Swim Team. Lane number 2, Cadence Park, 92nd Street Flyers. Lane number 3, Nicole McEnroe, Point Aquatics. Lane number 4, Jessica Bassick, Long Island Aquatics. Lane number 5, Willa Faulkner, Swim Atlanta. Lane number 6, Victoria Callahan, Charles River. Lane number 7, Madeline Dixon, Eagle Swim Team. And lane number 8, Jillian Clace from Nova of Virginia.
Two things that I think about when I tell my kids how to swim this race. Number 1, you want to have really good underwaters. Number 2, you want to stroke count. It's all about stroke count.
You'll notice that these girls stop. It almost looks like they're gliding. They're just really stretching out that stroke a little bit. You got a lot of swimming. It's 200 yards. And so you don't want to get going crazy early in the race, or you will struggle. The meet record for this is Madeline Wennick from Academy Bullet Swim Club, and 216.77. Broke that record in 2018.
Sorry, giving the starter here a little fun because his whistle is equipment malfunction, we'll say. It looks like Dixon is really...
Yeah, it's Madeline Dixon out. She's 111. She was out in 33, came back on a 37.
Fastest
split.
Fastest split for that 50, though, was Jessica Bassett. So watch for her to start making a move here.
And Jillian Clace also splitting 37.
Yeah.
So I've got several goals there going 37. And again, this is not uncommon. You get some swimmers that are better at the sprint. Some are a little bit more endurance-oriented. In an event like breaststroke, really the 50 breaststroke and the 200 breaststroke are two entirely different sports.
It really is. People say apples and oranges. I say it's apples and baseballs.
Yeah. Madeline Dixon from Eagle Swim Team out there in lane number 7.
Looking great.
37.3. You know, she's the only one still holding 37. It's so important.
She was faster on that split than she was on the one before.
Yep. So we'll have to get Scott over here and find out how they're doing it. But it takes a lot of patience to, for her. She was out at 33.2. I mean, she was out pretty good. But she's been leading this race all the way through.
That is a nice time. 2:24.98. This morning she was 2:30.
Wow.
That is a good swim. Looks like she's pretty happy with that result.
I would imagine.
Coaches over here are cheering for her. So.
All right, the B final. Caitlin Philo from Hokie Aquatics, lane number 1. Kira Wagers from Sioux Falls, lane 2. Juliet Swatland from Hinsdale Swim Club, lane 3. Brianna Fleming, lane 4, Nation's Capital. Tessa Hansen, lane 5, Lake Country Swimming of Wisconsin. Anna Velasco, Nation's Capital, Potomac Valley, lane 6. Layla Bleakley, North Palm Beach, Florida, and lane 7. And Audrey Lee, Rockville, Montgomery, lane number 8. This is our B final. Once again, Madeline Wennick from Academy Bullets in March of 2018. Set the meet record with 2:16.77.
Every one of these girls looks just really nice and smooth so far. Exactly the way that I would want them to go.
And they're stretching it out, but even the leaders are doing that. So, you know.
But, I mean, you can tell they're not going their fastest because they got that glide going in there. I mean, one of them's got a 2-second glide going right now. We use that as a drill.
Right. Tessa Hansen from Lake Country is out in the
31.5.
31.5. I wish we had splits one, so I'd be interested to see what she went on. 31.5 is awfully fast for a 225 IMer. You wouldn't normally see somebody go out that fast. So my concern is that you get a little bit too excited in finals and that she may not have the energy in the back half. Or, you know, she just is really feeling the energy of the crowds and getting after it tonight. Anna Velasco from Nations Capital. She splits at 35.
Wow.
She's the new leader.
Yeah.
So, you know, she had 3.5 seconds difference between her first and second 50.
Looks like she and Hansen are still going neck and neck, and now you see Fleming coming on here on this third 50. But yeah, I mean,
it looks like we're going to have. It's going to be tight. I mean, you know, it's interesting. She, Tessa Hansen gave up the lead, but then she has been fighting, coming back. So,
so that one it was Brianna Fleming with the fastest, 37.4.
Yeah, and Anna Velasco 37.7, 145.7. Tessa Hansen 37.9. Just a little bit off that pace, but still hanging in there.
If Velasco wins this, it will be on her underwaters.
All three girls turn together, but
look at she's a half a body length ahead just on those underwaters.
Anna Velasco the lead, and just
looks like Hansen's really coming on strong though.
But they are all tired. Oh. Anna Velasco reaching and praying and gets to the wall, head down. Tessa Hansen took the extra stroke. She had to. She was a little bit further behind. But nice finish for those two ladies.
Yeah, 223.5 and 223.7. Yeah.
I think a lot of these girls are out 31, 32, and I think that, you know, they're 13, 14, and as they get older, hopefully they'll get a little bit more patient on that first 50. I just think that going out in 31, 32 is too fast for these girls. I think you can build up that tempo a little bit. You know, go out into 33, relax a little bit, then go 35s at the end. I think that's your shot to get under 220.
Right. Yep. You could go 33, 35, 35, 35. You go 218.
Yep.
Assuming, of course, it's not like high 35.
And we have the A finalists coming in. These girls actually have gone under 220, a couple of them. Sophia Lyons from Long Island Aquatic Club. There she is, hiding behind the flags in lane number 1. Lane number 2, Tessa Brodell from North Palm Beach Swimming. Got a bunch of those girls.
Yeah.
Fiona Sanjaya from Rockville Montgomery Swim Club is in lane 3.
A few of them, too.
Lane number 4, yeah. Catherine Dorsey from Blazing. Lane number 5, Abigail Bonham from Nova, Virginia. Lane number 6, Riley McNeil from New Trier Aquatics up in the North Shore of Chicago.
Yep.
Lane number 7, from Hokie, Lainey Alderman. And in lane number 8, Charlotte White from Nova of Virginia. Once again, the meet record, as we said, is from Madeline Wennick from Academy Bullet Swim Club.
I remember that swim, too.
With a 218. Oh, I do, too.
Oh, I'll bet you do.
We have a little bit of feedback on the start from the horn. So the starter is standing right next to the start box, as you might imagine, and there is a horn on there. At our pool, we take that off. We have the horns over the lanes because otherwise you get too close, you get the feedback from the mic. But we got a good start off, so we're good to go here. A little bit more
Looks
aggressive.
like McNeil is the early leader.
In some aggressive swimming. We'll see
Yeah.
how this pays off, but personally, I think we'll see. I mean, I've never didn't watch these girls this morning that closely. I am the meet director, so I got a lot of other stuff going on. But out in 31-0 again for Kathleen Dorsey. I think if you want to get the meet record, you need to be out probably 32-ish, but 31 if you can hang on to the tempo.
Surprising because that tempo for Dorsey is really quick.
It really is.
I mean, kudos to her if she's able to hang on like that.
Typically you see a lot more stretching out of the stroke. So right there in the middle of the pool, lanes 4, 5, and 6. Now here's the difference. They were all in 31-32, but then they came back with a 34.
Right.
In the earlier heat, these girls all came back with 35s, 36s, even a couple 37s. So if you're going to be aggressive, you got to come back, and then you got to come back with another 35. So that's going to be really important. It doesn't really do a lot of good to go 34, 35, 37, 38.
Right now, it looks like McNeil's got the steadiest stroke of all of them.
Yep.
Along with Bonham. Right there, those two are making a race.
They're stroke for stroke, but it is Bonham touch first. It's a little bit faster each pull. Hundreds, but it seems like she's just getting a little bit more out of each stroke there. And
although I will say that
both 35 low.
McNeil is starting to increase her tempo on this 50.
And they literally touch simultaneously.
Yeah.
Looks like McNeil's kind of peeking a little bit, turning her head a little bit to the left, getting a little peeking, but this is going to come down to the touch.
It's going to be real tight,
and I'll tell you.
Got Bonham with a great finish there.
Both girls under the meet record, 3:15.7, 3:15.8. Abigail Bonham did something a little bit interesting on the last few yards of that race. She stretched out her stroke just a touch.
Just so that she could hit the wall flush.
She saw like 5-6 yards out that she was not going to finish cleanly with a full extension. She lengthened out 2 strokes without slowing down her tempo. She just grabbed a little bit more water, set herself for a great finish.
Yeah, that finish was.
But congratulations to Abigail Bonham and Riley McNeil both going under the meet record.
Yeah.
For Riley McNeil, that was a 5-second, 6-second drop. All right, 13-14 boys. Brady Bond from Point Aquatics in Michigan. Andrew Kruger, Northern Kentucky Clippers, near Cincinnati. Hugh Harrell, lane 3 from Nova, Virginia. Kevin Chen, lane 4, Rockville, Montgomery. Cole Smith, another Northern Kentucky Clipper, lane 5. Ole Swimming's Aiden Snavely in lane 6. Oliver Bew from Rockville, Montgomery in lane number 7. Christian Greer, lane number 8. Nation's capital.
I would have gone with Bew as well.
Yeah, I was actually more stuck on the first name because it's that extra I in there. Olivier, yeah, so I wasn't sure. So.
Whoa, lane 8's taking it out.
Yeah, yes.
Christian Greer out 30.
Hope for that lap money. Hey, you're out there in lane 8. Might as well get out fast.
Absolutely.
Get your name on the webcast, But what I think is interesting, too, sometimes coaches be like, hey, you're 24. Just go.
Yeah.
What do you got to lose, right? Except, like 3 days of lactic acid streaming through your body. But
we had a guy at age group state, took it out in a 30. His last 50 was a 42.
Exactly. Sounds like my Prairie State game's 200 free a few years ago. All right, but now Hugh Harrell in lane number 3 has taken the lead. He splits a 33.9. Christian Greer goes out in 30 point, comes back at a 34.6. So, but he's hanging in there. He's hanging in there. Usually you see something like that, they're on the struggle bus a little bit. But, man, he's hanging in there. He's got a nice little swim going.
Well, Kevin Chen looks really good right now.
Yeah, he's just it's just every stroke he's picking up an inch or two and just gradually building a lead. 34-1. So that's another 34-0, 34-1. So he's doing a nice job even splitting this. The meet record in this event is a 2:05.03 by Alexander Reese. Alexander Reese from First Swimming in Indiana.
Franklin Regional.
Yep, that's the one. And again, we're watching, Kevin Chen, again, another 34, 2:13.3.
Almost
really,
2 second drop.
Yeah, really well split. I mean, just, 34, 34, 34. Did a great job on that race. All right, in the B final, Joshua Lack is from St. Charles Swim Team. Wyatt Davis from Nation's Capital Lane 2. Kyle Kim, Lane 3. Long Island Express, not to be confused with Long Island Aquatic Club. Caleb Caponera, Florida Atlantic Swim Team. Daniel Nemesh from Schrader's YMCA in Lane 5. Colin Bowe from St. Charles Swim in Lane number 6. So his sister swimming last week.
Yeah.
Cullen Harrington from Nova, Virginia, Lane 7. Lachlan Bartholomew from Rockville, Montgomery in Lane 8.
Again, very different styles. Lane 4 and 5. It looked like Caleb got up real quick while Daniel had a nice longer underwater pullout.
Yeah, while you want long underwater pulls, you don't want to be hanging and dragging. And some people just, they're just not as strong on the pullout. Lane number 1,
Josh
Lack is out quickly. He's got a pretty fast tempo. He is, again, I think everybody's different, especially in breaststroke. But he's got a very good time. I like the tempo.
Yeah.
We'll see if he can hang on to it if his stroke is long enough. He's out in 29.1.
As was Bartholomew over in Lane 8. So right now we got 2 outside smokes. Depending on if Joshua can hold on to this. 32.9.
32.9. He's got the fastest split for the first 250s. 101.6. He's on record pace if he can hold on to it. Actually, he's probably just a little bit off record pace, but he need to come back in 32 lows. But
that wall was a little bit long for him. So,
and this is another thing that happens is you get tired in this event, and you're not quite pulling as much water. You're taking, let's say, 8 strokes a length. All of a sudden, you're 8.25, 8.5 strokes a length. So,
well, that was a good, 34.1.
Yep.
He's still the fastest guy in the heat. So definitely wouldn't get the meet record, but still, this would be a heck of a swim for him. He was 2:14 this morning. If he goes another 34 here, he'll be 2:09, 2:10.
Got 28.7, 32.9, 34.1. I think, again, he is putting together a great swim. He's going to be significantly faster than this morning. I think over time he'll relax that first 50 a little bit, stretch it out, can be much faster.
Too.
Yep. He'll be able to come back, again, maybe go out 30 point and hold 33 the rest of the way. So again, this is what's working for him. You got Josh Lack. Well, Josh Davis loved to hurt too, and so he would get after his races. But great swim for Josh Lack from St. Charles, 2:10.2. And
a really good swim for Trip Thomas. He went 109.9.
109.9.
Yeah.
17 minutes under the world record. There's a little timing error. We'll get cleaned up in post-production. We've got an awesome officiating crew led by our meet referee, Dave Olak. His wife, Lisa Olak, she's the best admin ref I've ever worked with in my life. So we're lucky to have such great officials and the coaches that run this organization. It's always about the athletes, and so it's just a lot of fun to be a part of this organization. So
they do a good job here. That's why we love coming down to this meet. Obviously being in Florida and having fun, but our lane 1, we've got Thomas Colvin. He's from North Kentucky. From Machine Aquatics in 2, Hugh Worgan. In 3, from Lakers Swim, Bennett Aldrich. In 4, your top qualifier, Madison Aquatics, Maxwell Garbage. Reed O'Connell, Long Island. Second seed in lane 5, Henry Zanton from Madison Aquatic. Oh, those Madison Aquatics like their breaststroke. In 7, we've got Connor Manier from Arlington Aquatic. In lane 8, we've got Long Island Aquatics' Jili Zhu.
Oh, nice. Well done.
I try. Don't know if it's actually even close, but. So I would expect that some of these guys will probably be out 29s.
Oh, I think they will too.
Really nice pullout from our top qualifier, Maxwell. Got 3 guys already going out after it with Aldrich, Garbosh, and O'Connell.
Looks like Reed O'Connell is in the lead early, but why? No, Bennett Aldrich.
Oh, 28s. Wow. That's a little faster than I was expecting.
It's fast, yeah. And so we'll see if these guys can hang on. Again, it's these swimmers are a little bit younger. They're still 13, 14,
right.
Junior high school swimmers. A lot of talent and gaining experience. And the great thing about this meet is it gives them an opportunity to gain more and more experience.
Absolutely.
And really learn. I would be a little concerned if you're going out 28-0 in this event.
I would agree.
But now
well, not only that, with where they're at, with their bodies growing and everything.
Absolutely.
So, they have to grow into themselves and then, have to relearn when they, grow a couple inches. They have to relearn their strokes. So this is a hard time for a swimmer, especially a guy. Looks like Reed O'Connell's stepping up and.
Yeah, Reed was the only 31 in the field last heat. So he was third at the 50, but then now he's first at the 100.
32.5.
And again, he's got the fastest split in the middle 100, and he's just building a lead now. But lane number 4.
I was going to say, Maxwell's starting to make a move here.
He's definitely starting to make a move. Very, very quick tempo.
Yeah.
He's definitely closing down.
I don't think he's going to have enough real estate. But
no, I agree. I think Reed O'Connell's pullout there was just awesome, and he really put the hammer on that.
205.22. Is that a meet record?
It is a meet record. Oh, no, 205.03 was the meet record. Reed O'Connell really swam a great race.
Yeah.
He was
28.5,
a little bit more relaxed, 31, 32, 32. So very, very well split race for him. And again, and it's not uncommon in a 200 event to have somebody go out and to not, winning the first 50 of a 200 is not always a good thing. It's not always indicative of how the race is going to end.
I think they got. I think they're changing it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, all right, we're going to switch over to the awards now for all the breaststrokers. So we're going to turn it over to Aaron Mashman.
Mash.
Awards for event 9. Girls 12 and under 100 breaststroke. In 8th place from Ole Swimming, Sophia Roggenbach. In 7th place from Rockville, Montgomery, Elaine Shu. In 6th from Nova, Virginia, Charlotte Bruning. In 5th from the Long Island Aquatic Club, Emily Wang. In 4th from Rockville, Montgomery, Elena Lindley. In 3rd place from Fox Valley Wave, Sydney Josephson. In 2nd place from Swim Atlanta, Allie Sanders. And our 2024 NCSA Girls 12 and under 100 breaststroke champion from Lake Country Swim Team, Reese Leiter. Congratulations, ladies. Awards for event 10. Boys, 12 and under 100 breaststroke. In 8th place from Rockville, Montgomery, Thomas Tripp. In 7th from Rockville, Montgomery, Brian Sunjaya. In 6th place from Long Island Aquatic Club, Ryan Yao. In 5th place from Lakers Swimming, Christopher Lassard. In 4th place from New Trier, Samuel Cass. In 3rd place, Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Braden Chen. In 2nd place from Charles River Aquatics, Jacob Sun. And our 2024 NCSA Boys 12 and under 100 breaststroke champion from Palatine Park District, Jeffrey Zhang. Congratulations, gentlemen. Awards 11, girls 13-14, 200 breaststroke. In 8th place from Long Island, Sophia Lyons. In 7th from Nova, Virginia, Charlotte White. In 6th, Hokie Aquatics, Lainey Alderman. In 5th, North Palm Beach, Tessa Brodolph. In 4th, from Blazing Barracudas, Catherine Dorsey. In 3rd place, Rockville Montgomery's Fiona Sanjaya. In 2nd place, from New Trier, besting the previous meet record, Riley McNeil. And our 2024 NCSA Girls 13-14 200 breaststroke champion and new meet record holder with a time of 2:15.70 from Nova of Virginia, Abigail Bonham. Congratulations, ladies. Awards for event 12, boys 13-14, 200 breaststroke. In 8th place from Northern Kentucky Clippers, Thomas Colvin. In 7th place from Arlington Aquatics, Connor Minier. In 6th from Machine Aquatics, Hugh Wargen. In 5th place from Madison Aquatic Club, Henry Santon. In 4th place from Long Island Aquatic Club, Jaya Oli Su. In 3rd place from Lakers Swimming, Bennett Aldrich. In 2nd place from Madison Aquatic Club, Maxwell Garbach. And our 2024 NCSA Boys 13-14 200 breaststroke champion from Long Island Aquatic Club, Reed O'Connell. Congratulations, gentlemen.
All right, so next up, we have the 12 and under girls 400 IM. We're gonna have one heat of this event tonight. This is a timed final event. All the other events we've seen tonight were preliminary rounds. We swim in the morning, heats, and swim in the morning, and then we bring back the top 24 at night. For time final events, like the 400 IM, we only bring back the fastest heat. The other girls have already swum, and so this morning, Charlotte Brunning from Nova, Virginia Aquatics won a 4:43.2. That is faster than the seat time for several of the girls tonight. So we will likely that could very well be a time that could score top 8 and get a medal. May Strasser from Long Island Club, second with a 4:45.2. Gabrielle Graham from Academy Bullets was third with a 4:47.71. These times that you're seeing that that these girls will qualify with tonight, these were all times that they have swum during the year versus when you're coming out of the prelim seats. The record for this event is a 4:31.00 held by Burlington Bocos, Ultimate Swimming, Burley Bocos as she is known. And let me give you up our championship finalists. So Jenna Ryan from RMSC is in lane number 1. In lane number 2, we have Emma Sina from Verona area swim team. Lane number 3, Mila Fisher from Long Island Aquatic Club. Lane number 4, Cameron Gardner from Peoria area water wizards. Lane number 5, Leighton Lentz from Lake Erie Silver Dolphins. In lane number 6, Lucy Parody from Verona area swim team. In lane number 7, Leah O'Connell from Long Island Aquatic Club. And rounding out the field in lane 8 is Kelly Burke from Madison Aquatic Club. This is the 400 IM. They're going to swim 100 yards of butterfly, then 100 yards of backstroke, then breaststroke, then freestyle. Look for some lead changes in this event as the butterflyers will get out first, then the backstrokers, then the breaststrokers will make a charge later on. So look to see some lead changes here. In the butterfly here, we're looking, these girls are going to swim 4 lengths of the pool of each stroke. Butterfly, because you're diving in, it's very important. You're looking for long strokes here, nice long looping butterflies. You want to see their hips coming up out of the water each stroke. And right now we're seeing that with Cameron Gardner from Peoria area water wizards. Nice long looping stroke. Her coach, my co-host tonight on the microphone, is down there coaching her, but Derek, it's a good little sprint butterflyer. It's interesting he's got a 400 IM because, man, he was a sprinter all the way. But he does have a distance. He does have this girl, Cameron Gardner. She's out in an early lead. Looks very, very strong. We'll see if she's a backstroker or a breaststroker, because a lot of times you see someone taking off like this, that could be an indication that that there's some girls out there that are going to really come after in other strokes. In the backstroke now, we're looking for a good hand speed. The kick isn't super important right now. You just want to make sure you keep your feet towards the surface. Cameron Gardner is out in a 1:01.2. She has a 2-second lead over the entire field. So we're going to watch and see if her splits, if she's expanding her lead, or if she builds on her lead, or if they're closing in on her because she's got some strong backstroke. She splits a 34.8. The rest of the girls around her all splitting 35. So she's building her lead right now. She comes into this race with over 2 seconds seat time that's over 2 seconds faster than the rest of the girls in the field. So we'll see if that's about where she's at right now, about 2 seconds ahead. But she is building the lead. She's very strong in the backstroke. Again, you watch her, really strong tempo, nice, even, consistent pace on that. And now she's rolling in. Nice turn here, nice coming into the wall. Now we're going to see her go to the breaststroke. She is currently got 35-1, fastest split. She is over 3 seconds lead, but I would imagine we're going to see some breaststrokers close in on her a little bit. But she's hanging in there. Here we're looking for swimmers who, they're up on top of the water, nice, long, wide, stretching those hands out wide. Good tempo. She's showing all those. And she turns at the 250 mark with a 251. To give you an idea, the girls in the morning, the 3 leaders this morning were 259. So there's only a couple of girls that the 3 leaders this morning are ahead of 3 girls in this field, the 3 girls towards back. So those 3 girls are going to have to move up a little bit if they're going to stay in medal contention. Cameron Gardner continuing her lead, 40.4. Again, once again, second fastest split, third fastest split. And she's 251, but so she now has a 4-second lead, 3.5 second lead as she comes in under the flags. She's going to be very, very difficult to catch. Not impossible, but very, very difficult. And so, remember, for those 4 seconds that she was swimming freestyle, everybody else was swimming the slowest stroke in breaststroke. That's a huge advantage for her. Cameron Gardner still looking very strong. You look at the girls that are in second, third, fourth place. She has outsplit them every single wall. She's 32.9 here. It looks like at Mila Fisher, yep, she's a 31.1. She has closed down, still a 3-second lead, but she has closed it down, and she is now really getting excited. Mila looks like she's going to try to challenge Cameron. I don't think it's going to happen. She's not going to have the room for it, but boy, Mila Fisher is putting on a great last 100 here, and she has really, really closed the gap. But it is Cameron Gardner taking this race from start to finish, wire to wire. She goes a 436.55, and Mila Fisher is second with a 437.96. And then Charlotte Brunning, who swam this morning with a 443.20, she is third. So great job for her. We have a 445.2, which is going to slip in. So, we got 3 girls from this morning that are going to slip into the top 8. So congratulations on them, but some big swims in the morning. Now for the boys, same situation. This is the time final event. The fastest 3 swims from this morning are Wesley Moncton from Nation's Capital, 447.09. That is faster than some of the swimmers swimming tonight. Trent Abbott, Nova of Virginia, 449.2. He's also a little bit faster. And Alexander Kersling from Atlanta, 449.8. All right, here are our top 8. Nathaniel Doran from Nova, lane number 1. In lane number 2, we have Xander Pica from Rockville, Montgomery. Lane number 3, Ryan Yao from Long Island Aquatic Club. Lane number 4, Jaden Sy from Laker. Man, we saw him put on a good swim earlier today. Lane number 5, Elliot Leisure from Rochester Swim Club. Lane number 6, John Gravel from Rockville Montgomery Swim Club. Lane number 7, Brady Hawk from Nova. And lane number 8, we have Preston Green from Nova, Northwest Arkansas. I apologize, number 8. The meet record in this event is Joshua Zakowski from Flood Aquatics in 2017, 4:08.9. That's a blazing 4:08.9 too. Here we go. Now again, we've talked about the strategy here, and right now we see right off the bat, coming in first is Jaden Sy. We'll see if he can do what we saw in the last heat with Cameron Gardner, going all the way, taking this race coast to coast. So you need 4 strong strokes to do that, and we'll see how that goes. Coming back is a Triumph and Peoria Water Wizard swim coach, watching his swimmer go wire to wire and really dominate that race.
Well, and the funny thing is, did you see that her goggles snapped right before she got on the block?
I did not see that.
Yeah. Otherwise, I think she could have been about 3 or 4 seconds faster, but it was still a great swim for her.
58.40 for Jaden Sy. Why would she be 4 seconds faster? She doesn't swim the eyeballs, for God's sakes. She didn't miss a single turn.
Right.
She throws down a great swim.
Yep,
Typical swim coach.
Couldn't agree with
Busting
you.
her chops. You know, if.
I told her, I go, from now on, bring 2 pairs of goggles, or I'm going to make you swim without them in practice.
Yep. Oh, I think we've all had that type of.
Jaden's fly was magnificent, 58.4.
It was, and right now we're looking at Elliott Leisure, 31.8. Really, he's completely erased the deficit. And look at his hands compared. Jason Towles swimming a strong backstroke,
yes.
But when you look at Elliott Leisure right next to him, clearly a faster tempo, much a smooth rhythm. Just a natural looking backstroke. But Jason Towles, now he picks up his tempo too. And clearly Elliott Leisure's got a little bit better tempo here. He's going to take the lead. He splits a 32-1, 32-6
for. I think Elliott actually kind of missed the pad with his hand, so it was his feet.
Okay.
And this is where I thought would happen here is Jaden would take off in the breaststroke.
Absolutely.
You knew that Elliott's backstroke was so good. Ooh. Ouch. Boy, Jaden just looks so controlled and so smooth.
Just look at the difference in body, but it's Jaden Tye looks. He's leaning into the strokes. His tops of his shoulders are pointing forward. Some of the other swimmers they're coming up more. They're almost leaning back on the stroke. So So
always trying to teach, push your chest and your shoulders forward.
Absolutely.
You're not trying to get to the ceiling first. You're trying to get to that wall first. That's the biggest thing. I never talk to my swimmers about what time they went. I always talk to them about what they can do to get to that wall quicker.
Absolutely. Jason cruising here now.
Oh my
gosh. Jaden, Sy. So he's going to touch the wall first. He's going to be a 3:18.
What's the meet record?
The meet record is Josh Sikowski. Oops, no. It is Josh Sikowski, 4:08.9.
I don't think he's going to get that.
That record is safe.
4:08. That's an unbelievable.
It is,
swim.
3:8. So, and this morning we had some swimmers we've got kids at 3:40, 3:42 here. Our leaders from this morning were 3:42, 3:44, 3:45. So we'll see where they're at as we come under, because I think we're going to see those leaders this morning. A couple of those are going to knock some of these kids off the podium for the awards tonight. But Jaden Sy just cruising along here. He's got a 12-second lead, I think, or 9-second lead.
He just makes Elliott it look
Leisure.
effortless.
Yeah, absolutely. Elliott Leisure is in second place with, at about 8-9 seconds back, and coming onto the flag, 4:17.1. It really, that was a great swim.
Nice last 50.
Yeah, and so
he 8.8.
Yeah.
He was 59 in his 100.
And he looked like he was going 32.
Right,
Did not look like he was working at all. So, and that's a very, very good sign. So we got other swimmers coming in. The fastest time this morning, 4:47.09. And see if that's.
I don't think.
No.
I think 4:46.0. So
that's a great swim, because there were several swimmers that were behind that pace. So,
4:17. That's a great time. Imagine that 4:08. That is ridiculous.
Now we're going to go into the 200 butterfly. So we're back to prelims, final swimming. This is the C final again, and McKenna Bean from Northern Kentucky in lane 1. Addison Pfeiffer, Rockwood, lane 2. Lauren Canty, Long Island, lane 3. Charlotte Koner, lane 4, also Long Island. Natalie Tang, Nova, Virginia. Claire Simon, Academy Bullets Swim Club, in lane number 6. Elizabeth Chen, Rockville, Montgomery, lane 7. And Lena Banazuski from Academy Bullets in lane number 8. So again, lane number 1, bottom of the screen. Lane number 8 at the top of your screen. The meet record in this event is Aaron Gemmel from Nation's Capital, 2:00.92.
I remember seeing this swim too. It was ridiculously fast.
Aaron Gemmel, boy, she's had a lot of meet records here, and she's got a great culture. Not a super big, she's not really tall, but she's very strong,
really
very
strong.
compact.
Oh yeah.
And right now, Claire Simon in lane from Academy Bullets, lane 6 is our leader, 28.5. It looks like lane number 8.
Yeah,
Nina Benaszewski is like,
are a little
I'm not letting my
team,
swimmer outsplit me.
Well, the Academy Bullets have had a long history of great flyers.
I've heard that.
Was their former head coach a flyer?
No, not really. No, he wasn't. But he liked to punish people with butterflies.
Oh, absolutely.
No, I'm kidding. So.
No, you're not. But what do you call it? Just nice, steady flow from Lena over there.
Yeah, Natalie Tang, lane 5. Looks like she's going to pull into the lead. You got to be careful in this 200 fly because, boy, this is an event that can sneak up on you and really hurt you. And so right now we have Natalie Tang in first. Lena Banazuski is second up there on the top of your screen. And, this is where you're looking at splits. Natalie Tang, 29.9. She was in 8th at the first 50.
Right.
She was in third at the 100 and first at the 150. So
looks like Lena's giving her a run, though. Looks like
Lena Banazuski.
Fastest last 50. She's going to take it. She's ahead of her by a good 3/4 of a body length. Lena Banazuski, 34 flat on that last 50.
Great last 50.
Yeah.
She was 34.2 on the third 50, 34 flat. It actually split the waist really well, too. 28.9. She's almost basically 29. So congratulations, Lena, on coming to that outside smoke, as we like to call it.
She dropped 3 seconds while we're going through that.
So, all right, in the B final from Arlington Aquatics, we have Jacqueline Furches, Hannah Ellis, Stingrays in lane number 2, Ella Marsh, Ad Astra Area Aquatics, lane 3, Addison Spiegner, Swim Atlanta, lane 4, Una Lee from Long Island Aquatic Club, lane 5, Una Diaz from Long Island Aquatic Club, lane 6, Rockville Montgomery in lane 7, being represented by Isabella Mason, Caitlin Anderson in lane 8 from Southwest Aquatics in Wisconsin.
It seems to me like Long Island Aquatics really likes to fly.
Oh, they do. Long Island,
because they got 2 in every heat in this event.
I remember Nova a few years ago in our spring championships. Had like 5 or 6 girls in the final heat of the 2 fly. They were so dominant in that event.
Oh yeah.
I know 200 fly is a fun race to watch. One thing about 200 fly, we talked about. You've got to be careful you don't go out too early because this is the one event. You out too early in freestyle or backstroke, you can slow it down and kind of rest. There is no resting in butterfly, and if you go out too fast, you will absolutely pay for it.
Oh yeah.
Una Lee's out 28.1, so she's got setting the pace here, and so we'll see if she can hang on to that as we go through the next 350s. Right now it looks like Una Lee and Addison Spegner, and then also up there in the top screen, Caitlin Anderson from the Southwest Aquatic team. There's Addison Spigner touching first. Una Lee right behind her in second. And so, they just basically flip spots. And then
Ellen Marsh is right there, too.
He is. He's only 2 100s off the leaders.
It looks like Una Lee is starting to make a move on this third 50.
Which
got
is
herself
interesting.
about a half body length lead on her.
Yeah, it's interesting because she lost the lead in that last 50, and now she's come charging back, and that's what you want to see. You want to have a strong third 50.
Right.
It's very, very important. In any 200 race, or any race in swimming, the third quarter is really important. You just swum a hard first half of the race. Now you got to do it all over again.
Yep. Well, it looks like Spiegner's starting to catch her a little bit, but I think it might be too little too late.
I think you're right.
Lee's underwaters was really good.
You know, she's tiny. She's got that fast tempo. Yep. And then she's doing a nice job. 2 up, 1 down breathing, which I love.
Oh, yeah.
Puts her head down and finish. Boom.
Well, 7.6.
Oh, 7.6. Again, the meet record's at 2:00:09. Oh. That is so fast.
Man. Yeah, Erin Gemmel, man.
Yep.
That girl.
A long line of really great swimmers from Nation's capital.
Yep. Got that one right. Now you take a look at these girls as they're coming by. Every single one of them has one thing in common. They all have really good, strong shoulders and back muscles.
Boy. Yeah, the thing about breaststroke is it's the stroke with the most resistance. So you're going to work pretty. You gotta. It's very important to be as efficient as possible. Got to have some strength. So. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say breaststroke?
You did.
Oh yeah. We're on butterfly. Oh, no wonder. No wonder I thought these times were so fast for breaststrokers. Oh my goodness. You'd think after a week and a half of this I'd be getting better, but apparently not. All right, lane number 1, Claire Herfel from Northern Kentucky Clippers. Lane number 2, Sasha Carafin from Long Island Aquatic Club. Lane 3, Fegan Kaminsky from North Palm Beach. We saw her earlier. Vivian Zangaro from Long Island Aquatic Club in lane number 4. And lane number 5, Aubriel McKay from Bully Swimming. Lane 6, Karina Dye from Long Island Aquatic Club.
That's
lane 7, Mia Eubanks from Nova, Virginia. And in lane 8, McKinley Cushman, Nation's capital. This is the 200-yard butterfly, which nobody would ever confuse with 200-yard breaststroke. That's an overwork, underslept meet director.
Yeah, but we appreciate you putting on the meet.
And we all know that Kay Wright in the background is the one who does all the work and takes none of the credit.
Absolutely.
So she's been at this facility every day for a month, I think, getting ready.
Yeah, she does an outstanding job.
Absolutely.
I don't know how, we host meets, but nothing like this. And, just to be able to get everything, all the logistics set up, all the preparation, everything. Yeah, she does a phenomenal job.
It's interesting because none of the coaches on the board are from this area, and so to have someone like Gay who can be the on-site, lives in Orlando, can be that logistics person is huge. All right, back to swimming. Vivian Zangaro in lane number 4 out in 27.1. Let's see if she can hang on. She just swim for Long Island.
Aubriel.
You look at these teams that we, Nova and Cap, that we consistently see them in finals in both weeks. So they're well coached, and that they do the yardage required for an event like this.
Oh, yeah.
Vivian Zangaro, 30.5, but she looks so strong. She's really up high in the water. Her hips are coming up. She has no signs of slowing down at all.
That's what we, try and work on. I want to see those hips when you're recovering.
Absolutely.
I want to see those hips come up. I want that flow, that butterfly flow, not dolphin, where you're going way down and way up. 31.9. 31.9 out of Mia. Oh, no, never mind.
Got 32.4, a couple 32 lows. And so, but she is absolutely, she just looks strong. She was out so fast, I was a little bit worried of whether or not she was going to be able to hang on to that tempo, but 27.1, 30.5, 31.9. They're all struggling a little bit now. Everybody
is McKay is really having a nice last 50, though.
She swims for Cooper Brothers at Ole.
12.23, 2:03.6. Nice time drops for both.
takes us to a women's 200 fly. That's Vivian Zangaro, who took that race wire to wire with a 2:02.3. And now we're going to move on to the boys, men 13-14 boys 200 fly. In lane number 1, we have Eli King from Madison Aquatics, Leo Torres, Charles River Aquatics in lane 2, Seth Russell in lane 3 from Franklin Regional, Connor O'Neill, lane 4 from Nation's Capital, lane 5, James Arcaris from Nova, Virginia, Toby Nwausu in lane 6 from Long Island, Donald Kennedy in lane 7 from Near Tier Aquatics, and Daniel Garcia from the Academy Bullet Swim Club in lane number 8.
You got to like those names like Donald Kennedy and Daniel Garcia.
There you go.
Ooh. This could either be the swim of his life or it's going to be a really painful death.
The meet record in this event, 1:51.15, set in 2018 by Auburn Nugent from Ole. It's a Ted Nugent who lives in Michigan too, I believe.
Good old Teddy.
And I believe he has a nephew named Auburn. So.
Well, he also lives in California.
Does he?
Yeah. You know, did you ever see Fletch?
Imagine Ted Nugent's allowed in California, but hey, that's a whole other conversation, folks. All right, lane 4 coming in under the wire, coming in under the flags is Connor O'Neill from Nation's Capital.
A lot of 30 points.
Yep, a lot of 30 points. Connor's on 26.4. This is a big first number, like you said.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's going to either be really good or really bad, probably. So we're hoping for his sake that it's
right now. It looks like he's starting to hurt.
Yeah, James Arcaris is in lane 5, just above him, and he is definitely making a move to move up in front of him. And we're, but
looks like he's pulling back though. Connor O'Neill
is hanging in there.
Let's spend a little extra time on the wall there.
They did, yep.
Arcaris is going without breathing very much. He's breathing every third stroke.
Bobby Nosu looks like he's coming up too.
Yeah.
So. But it's wow.
And he comes back at the end.
O'Neill, wow, 31.9 coming back. Toby Naruso, 31.5 with the fastest split last 50, but just can't quite catch Connor. So what looked like it was going to be a little bit ugly ended up being a great swim for him. He goes to 2:01.3, 2-second drop. All right, in the B final from Wildcat Aquatics up in Wisconsin, Henrik Larson, Grant Freeze, Ozaki Aquatics, Callan Carney, Long Island in lane 3, Riley Portier, Eagle Swimming in lane number 4, Benjamin Wizatsky from Waukesha Express in lane number 5, or as Sid Cassidy likes to say, Waukesha. Jeremiah Germosen, Rockville Montgomery lane 6, William Earl, Swift Aquatics lane 7, Aiden O'Shea, Long Island Aquatic Club in lane number 8, and they're off.
And it looks like Jeremiah had ridiculously good underwaters off that start. Really, really nice. He's still out ahead of everybody when he comes up to take his first stroke. But he looks like he's controlling the swim so far.
He does. 5.7. Oh, that's a big number.
That is a big, big time number.
So,
can he hold it?
Jeremiah still, those dolphin kicks are serving him very, very well. And he's not going crazy on them. But Benjamin Witzaki comes in and takes over the lead.
2 29s there.
From Waukesha.
Yeah.
Again, I think if you're out in 25, you should be back on the 28, 29. I think that's the way to swim the race. We see so many kids, these young kids like this, They go out, they go out 25 and they go 31, and now it's like, they're struggling all the way through. Where if they take that race out a little bit slower, they're going to have much, much more. Go out 2 seconds slower in the first 50, and then you're 5 seconds faster in that back 100. Benjamin Watsaki, 30.6. He was 26.1. He wasn't that. He was only a half a second off, and
right.
Again, I think that makes a big difference. And Jeremiah slipped to third place, and this is a tough race. It's very, very difficult. And if you get a little bit excited in the final, it really, really going to hurt you at the end.
Well, I tell you what, look at Benjamin though. Yeah. 150. I had 157 high, but
yeah. So
regardless, he was this morning. He was 201.
Right.
That's just fantastic for him. And he looked good the whole way. He didn't look like he, faded like most people do when they swim that 200 fly.
Jeremiah Gormson, he was in first. He finished fifth, but he was still faster than he went this morning. So It's a better performance, and he did well. So, but again, again, not a criticism of him, but I think as he gets older and learns this race,
learns race strategy.
It's very another difficult thing about this race is being patient. And being okay, like we saw from one of the early races, a girl was in 8th place in the first 50. And being comfortable that knowing that you're getting, just trust your training, I think is the key.
Exactly.
All right, lane number 1, we have Caleb Josh Cammett from North Carolina, from Nation's Capital. Lane number 2, Leopold Nuret, Nation's Capital. Lane number 3 from the Webster Bluefins is Ian Miller. Lane number 4, Thomas McMillan from St. Charles Swimming in Illinois. Owen Mikolos, lane 5 from Nova. And lane number 6, we have Alexander Wint from Rockville, Montgomery. Lane number 7, Jacob Dameron from Nova. And then lane number 8, we have Andrew Kruger from Northern Kentucky Clippers. Once again, Aubin Nugent has the meet record, 151.15. He's with Ole Swimming.
Okay, and we're getting ready here for these fast heat of the 2 fly. I expect, based on what I saw at the state meet, McMillan should be quite a bit faster than he was this morning. And I know that Miklas will give him a run. And they're off. Nice clean start for the guys. McMillan's already setting the tone early. 5 strokes on his first 25.
And that's so important. He looks like, oh, man, we talked about swimmers. They look, they're going out way too hard and everything. But what's interesting is he has a nice long stroke. Like you said, this is an aggressive tempo. He's out in 24.5. That's certainly, I would argue that's under the record pace.
What is the record?
151.1. And that's an aggressive swim. We'll see if he can hang on to it. But this is, he's got a lot of racing underneath him. I think he's used to being aggressive and how just basically watching him swim.
It looks like he's taking his underwaters all the way out to the first red, which, that's great in itself.
It is. So he's out 24, 28.2, 24.6, 28.2. So again, that's a solid split. You could certainly argue maybe if you're 24, you should be at 27, but we're all right if he goes another 28 or 29.
Right.
That's what you want to see. You want to keep seeing 28s on the back half of this race. If he starts blowing up 31s, then okay, obviously.
Yeah, you took it out too hard. Looks like Ian Miller's
not going 31, by the way.
No. 28.5.
Yeah. So now he's holding his 50s, which is that's what you want to see on that third 50. You want to see the second and third 50s be close to each other. And he is Ian Miller. Ian Miller is in second right now. Alexander Witt in lane 6 from Rockville Montgomery is lane 3rd. But cruising in this race right now.
Oh, yeah.
Is Thomas McMillan. He is going to break the meet record, go under 150. Oh, no.
150.17. Still a fantastic swim.
Went out too fast. Couldn't get under 150. Totally kidding. Totally kidding. Congratulations, Thomas McMillan. What a great
swim. Last 50, 28.7.
Yep, exactly.
Right there.
150.1. Don't listen to us up here. That is a new meet record. That record was set back in 2018. So congratulations, Thomas McMillan. Great swim.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take a relay, our awards break now, and then we're gonna go on to the relays.
Awards for event 13, girls 12 and under, 400 individual medley. In 8th place from Nova of Virginia, Lane Jacobs. In 7th place from Academy Bullets, Gabby Graham. In 6th place from Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Leighton Lentz. In 5th from Long Island Aquatic Club, May Stresser. In 4th from Rockville, Montgomery, Jenna Ryan. In 3rd place, Nova of Virginia, Charlotte Bruning. 2nd place from Long Island Aquatic Club, Mila Fisher. And our 2024 NCSA Girls 12 and Under 400 individual medley champion from Peoria Area Water Wizards, Cameron Gardner. Congratulations, ladies. Awards for event 14, boys 12 and under, 400 individual medley. In 8th place from Nova, Virginia, Nathaniel Doran. In 7th place, Rockville, Montgomery, Xander Peacock. In 6th from Nova, Virginia, Brady Hall. In 5th, Northwest Arkansas, Preston Green. In 4th, from Rockville, Montgomery, John Gravel. In 3rd, from Long Island Aquatic Club, Ryan Yao. In 2nd place, from Rochester Swim Club, Elliot Leisure. And our 2024 NCSA Boys 12 and Under 400 individual medley champion from Lakers Swimming, Jaden Sai. Congratulations, gentlemen. Awards for event 15, girls 13-14, 200 butterfly. In 8th place from Northern Kentucky Clippers, Claire Herfel. In 7th place from Long Island, Sasha Carafin. In 6th from Nova, Virginia, Mia Eubank. In 5th, from North Palm Beach, Fegan Kaminsky. In 4th, Nation's Capital, McKinley Cushman. In 3rd, from Long Island Aquatic Club, Karina Dye. In second place, from Ole Swimming, Aubrielle McKay. And our 2024 NCSA Girls 13-14 200 Butterfly Champion from Long Island Aquatic Club, Vivian Zangaro. Congratulations, ladies. Awards for event 16 boys, 13-14, 200 butterfly. In 8th place from Nation's Capital, Caleb Komet. In 7th place, Northern Kentucky Clippers, Andrew Kruger. In 6th place from Nova, Virginia, Owen Miklos. In 5th from Nova, Virginia, Jacob Dameron. In 4th from Nation's Capital, Leopold Nurit. In 3rd place from Rockville, Montgomery, Alexander Wint. In 2nd place, Webster Bluefins, Ian Miller. And our 2024 NCSA Boys 13-14 200 Butterfly Champion and new meet record holder with a time of 150.17 from St. Charles Swim Team, Thomas McMillan.
All right, thank you, Aaron. We're going on. Now we have the relays. This is the exciting part of the race. A lot of splashing and thrashing. The kids getting after it here today, so watch for the water to be flying now. So, and you'll see swimmers just really get up and get after these races. It is a medley relay, so we're going to start with the backstrokers in the water. They'll start in the water, getting wet, and then we'll go on to breaststrokers, flyers, and freestyles. I guess technically it's swimming, so everybody gets wet. But backstrokers is the only one who start in the water. The 11-12 girls medley relay is where we're going to start. 151.83. Rockville, Montgomery is the meet record holder in this event. In lane number 1, we have Ozaki Aquatics. Lane number 2, Southwest Aquatics. Lane number 3, Nation's Capital. Lane number 4, Rockville, Montgomery, B relay. Nation's Capital also their B relay. Lake Erie Silver Dolphins is lane number 5. Long Island Aquatics is in lane number 6. These are all A relays. Ole Swimming in lane 8. And Long Island Aquatics B relay is in lane number 8. This is the 2 fastest heats. This is heat number 3. We swam 2 other heats this morning. Blazing Barracudas were the fastest time in the morning with a 2:01.8. We'll see if that factors into the scoring here. My guess is that it probably will.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, 2:01.8, 2:01.9 for Hinsdale.
And starting off in the backstroke, that's Lake Erie's, that's Leighton Lentz getting her team out an early lead.
Well, she just got done swimming the 400 IM.
Yes, she did.
Out in 29.3, that's a good start.
And right now it looks like Lake Erie and, is that Long Island above them? Yep, it is.
Yeah.
And Long Island, Emily Wang looks like she's pulling out in front now. She's the breaststroker from Long Island. Also in lane 3, Elena Lindsay from Rockville, Montgomery pulling up alongside. And it is Lake Long Island, who's got the lead. Now we go to the butterflyers, and Long Island looks to be extending their lead. Mila Fisher, we've seen her swimming this weekend. But again, also watch lane 3. That's Rockville Montgomery. They're hanging close. That's Christina Bill, not rocket science here. Lane number 3, that's Nations Camel. Reagan Marm, I believe she's going to have the fastest split here, 28.5.
Yeah,
she does. 28.1 in lane 7.
Oh, Ole. There's your Ole guy.
Yep, that's right. And then now lane number 6, that's Long Island Aquatics. This is May Strasser. She's
already had a couple events tonight.
She has, and boy, she is really just dominating this field and bringing home that relay.
How on earth were they seated in this heat?
Exactly. 25.4. That is the fastest split from all the freestylers in this heat. Long Island Aquatic Club, they are a 157.02. And then in second place, Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, 58.8. Now this is our final heat. Lake Country in lane number 1. These are all A relays. Lake Country lane 1. Maverick Swim Club in lane 2. Rockville Montgomery lane 3. Nations Capital lane 4. Verona Area Swim Team lane 5. Nova Aquatics in lane number 6. Patriot Aquatic Club in lane number 7. Machine Aquatics in lane number 8. But again, the meet record is Rockville Montgomery. It's not 2 years ago with a 151.83.
I would expect if that's Cena starting off in lane 5 that she and the Nation's Capital girl would have a lead. As I believe she ended up second or third in that 50 backstroke.
Cena is swimming the fly leg for Verona. This is Emma Nelson, who we've also seen.
Oh yeah,
tonight.
Absolutely.
But I think it is going to be Mira Patel from Nation's Capital that's going to start off with the early lead. She gets out there and gets her team out with a 28.7. She does have the fastest leg. And that is Angelina Luo from NCAP. And lane number 6 is Charlotte Brunning from Nova. Looks like she's trying to make a move also.
Yeah, she's making the biggest move of the 3.
Yep, and lane number 3, Rockville Montgomery. Is that lane 3?
Yep.
Yeah. But it is going to be lane 4. Violet Mullen from NCAP holds on to the lead.
Whoa.
But boom, boom, boom.
That was a very conservative start for
it was.
the flyer
and the Nova swimmer had an equally aggressive start.
Yeah.
That's Lane Jacobs. And with that exchange, she was able to grab the lead. But Jillian Shiflett from NCAP has taken it right back. And she has got a dominating split right now. Look at how fast her hips are moving.
26.9. That is fast.
26.98. Verona, that was with a 26.98
yep.
also. And that tightens everything up. It's going to be NCAP with the lead. They're going to hang on to win. But she got...
Verona's coming in
Brunner
second.
in lane 6. And then Verona, that's Lucy Paradis in lane number 5. She's going to take her team to second. Victoria Cisa and Jenna Ryan will be rounding out. So in the previous heat, we had Rockville Montgomery with a 57.0. They ended up sixth. Yeah. But our winner is Nations Capital A. Verona's also there, and they 153 was the time. The record is a 151.8, so we don't have a meet record there. Now we go to the 12 and under boys. Again, they're going to be jumping on the water, getting all wet, starting off from inside the water. 12 and under boys, here we go. Lake Erie Silver Dolphins A, Machine Aquatic A, Long Island A, that's lanes 1, 2, and 3. In lane 4, Nova B. Lane 5, Nations Capital B. St. Charles A in lane 6. Hornet Swim Club in lane 6, that's out of lane 7 out of Chicago. And the Peoria Area Water Wizards in lane number 8.
Yeah, we've got a 9-year-old anchoring.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Older brother made the trip. All right, Academy Bullet Swim Club had the fastest time this morning, 2:00.9. Swim United, 2:03, and then Long Island B had a 2:03.5. So let's see if that 2:00.9 has an impact on this.
Yeah.
The meet record is a 148.08 set in 22 with Long Island. Owen Bowe from St. Charles swam earlier tonight, so we'll see what he can do with St. Charles to get them up. But right now it looks like it's too close to call.
Oh yeah, looks like lanes 3 and 4 have the early lead.
Got Ryan Yao in lane 3 and Riley Harrington from Long Island and Nova are the early leaders. We'll see who gets their team to the wall first. And it's going to be lane 3. That's Long Island. That's Ryan Yao.
28.5.
Touches 28.5. Gets his relay out there.
It's like lane 4 is Nova's guys making a move.
That's Nathaniel Doran. And right below him, Nation's Capital, that's Wyatt Russell in lane number 5. It looks like Wyatt Russell has the lead right now. And lane number 3 is Kingston Lee from Long Island. He's making a move. Also down at the bottom of your is that your guys down there, Peoria, with those blue caps?
31-2.
Easton Milholland getting some love from his coach right about now. 31 at the fastest split. Brings them back into the relay.
Oh, Miles.
Paw touches second.
We're going to be first at this one. I
That's
just wish
Miles
we had.
Kentosh.
Come on, Creed. Go, go, go.
Now you got this little 10-year-old at the back end of that relay. It's like,
6-8. That
oh,
works.
Lordy, here they come. Creed Breaker coming in.
Come on, Creed.
Oh, my gosh.
Come on, Creed. Hold up at least one
going
team.
so fast.
Hey, not bad for a 9-year-old, huh?
Up against the
Come on, hold him.
lane number 5, end
Finish,
cap. That's
finish.
Logan Willem.
Nice.
Nice job, Paul, getting that 4th place. So, Nova, Virginia wins the race with a 156.9, anchored by Logan Hillman. And then it was Nation's Capital wins the race
4-4. That's a night. That's a B relay for Nova. Can't wait to see their A relay. What their freestyler goes.
So a couple of 156. We have Rochester Swim Club in lane 1. Monocacy in lane, these are all A relays, most of them. Monocacy is lane 2. Nova in lane 3. Rockville lane 4. Nation's Capital lane 4. New Trier Aquatics lane 5. Rockville Montgomery B relay in lane 7. Franklin Regional Swim Team is in lane 8.
Oh, look at those underwaters.
Wow, yeah, there we
Nova.
go. Nova lane 3.
And
that's
New Trier.
Sean Dehaney, and then that was...
Is that Lubo?
Yeah, that's Lubo.
Okay.
Sorry, I apologize.
Well, they've heard. I know that mom and dad. I've met them before. They're really cool about it. They know that people are not going to. 27-1, 27-5 for Nova and New Trier.
Well, to Lubo's parents, I don't need help looking like an idiot, but I appreciate the effort that you're giving me. So right now in lane 3, we have Nova out in front. This is Richard Lincanis, and he is holding on to the lead. But in lane number 4, that's Peter Gao from Rockville. You'll hear some of these names that we don't have time to say all the relays names, but you know when we do say a name, it's probably a swimmer that's been scoring some points already.
Oh yeah.
And that is a 31.9 NCAP 31.4. That was Ryan Tremonte.
My guy had the fastest split of both heats of relays.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, he rocked that.
Yeah.
Got your relay out in the lead.
Yeah.
Lane 4, we have Rockville Montgomery's butterflyer. That's Trip Thomas taking them to the lead.
I want to see this
It was
NCAP
Brady
guy.
Hawk from Nova in lane 3 and Wesley Monken. These are all names we've heard. So now the freestyle leg for Rockville Montgomery. That's Salim Erickson. We saw him.
Oh, yeah. I want to see this guy from NCAP because their B relay freestyler went 24-4.
So Rockville Montgomery 22-9.
22-9.
NCAP 24-3.
Wow.
So kept his spot on the A relay. So your winner is Rockville Montgomery. 200 medley relay. That's a 149.02. That is just off the meet record of a 148.08. All right, now we have the 13-14 400 medley relays. A little bit longer swimming. Ole swimming was 4:03.1 this morning. That should figure into the scoring. Northern Kentucky Clippers 404.3, and Shorewood Swim Club was a 407.9. Long Island Aquatic Club set the record in 2019 with a 350.69. Shimizu, Yi, Howley, and Gormson.
All right, we got the B final here.
This is the B final. Okay, Eagle Swim Club lane 1, Rise lane 2, Point lane 3, Rockville B lane 4, Charles River lane 5, Hokie lane 6, Verona lane 7, and Academy Bullet A lane 8.
I'm surprised the Verona team isn't in the A final, although they're 11 and 12 rocked it.
Yeah, they did. You know, sometimes you don't have, like, you got all your kids here. I mean, we know this. You know, this is not the same relay that we swam at our state meet.
Right.
So, and then you got some kids, but then somebody maybe hasn't swum that event in a while. So, you know, but now you get the excitement of this meet, and they're dropping 3 or 4 seconds. So we have this is 4 links to the pool. A splash and dash.
Discipline. Splash and dash.
Juliet Namick in lane number 8. Academy Boats out there with the leaders. Put it as Point Aquatics that Quinn Ryan is got her team on with a 29 flat. Boy, only 1/10 of a second to separate the top 3. Charles River, Rafaela Andrada was in second. Oh, my bullet's looking there up top. It's close, yeah. But I think it's still Point with the lead.
Actually, I think it might be Rockville or Charles River.
Oh, yeah, Charles River snuck in. Now we go to the breaststrokers. Again, very tight race. Charles River looks like they're touching the wall first. That's Lucy Jacobson. But actually right next to her is Lainey Alderman from Hokie Aquatics that is pulling her team into the lead. And it is Hokie Aquatics in first. Point Aquatics drops in second. Charles River third. It's Lainey Alderman. And Lainey splits a 30.6. She's the only one in the field that split below a 32. So she's really dominating. Let's see if she's didn't go out. Hopefully she didn't go out too fast, and she's got enough to keep this going. Oh, she does, man. What underwater pulls. She just, you know, she got outswung that last length, but she just crushed the field on the underwater pull. And Lainey Alderman is going to give her hand her team a huge lead here. And she turns it over to Caitlin Philo. Philo? Caitlin? How you say it? Well, you'll have to tell me after you get done swimming. This is all Caitlin Philo right now. She looks very, very strong. She's out there in front. Oh, Lordy, man, these girls gave me a huge lead. I don't want to mess this up, please. So she looks really, really strong. She's a 27-0. And again, there are some 27s. 27-2 from Rockville Montgomery. That's Isabella Mason. 26-2 from Rise Aquatics. That's Ella Giblin. Let's keep an eye on her, too, and see if she can close this gap a little bit. Rise Aquatics on lane 2 moves into second place. But it is still Hokie Aquatics. Still, Caitlin Philo looks very, very strong. She's getting a little bit tired.
A little tired, but not too bad.
Ella Giblin from Rise comes back in a 31-2. And a blistering first 50, and then she had the fastest heat.
Oh, yeah.
Fastest split in the second 50 and in the whole 100.
I wonder what she's splitting at. She had to split like a 58.
26-2, 31.
Oh, gosh.
So, yeah, 57-5.
Yeah. Yep.
So now it is Hokie Aquatics coming on the flags. That's Leah Santos, splits a 25-1. Rise Aquatics right there, 24-9. Rise Aquatics has been chipping away at the lead. That's Emma Rapcan.
who had a phenomenal swim earlier tonight.
But I don't think there's enough pool left. There's enough real estate left for this race. It's going to be Hokie Aquatics. We see Leah Santos holding off Emma Rapcon for the win of this heat. And they go a 3:59.90.
4:00:88. Well, you definitely see like Ole's relay from this morning, 4:04 or 4:03, 4:04.3 from Northern Kentucky. So they'll be scoring some points for their teams.
All right, in lane number 1, we have Long Island Aquatic Club. That's their B relay. Long Island Aquatic Club A relay is right next to them. This is interesting because you probably had some girls battling for spots.
Oh, yeah.
Nova, Virginia A in lane 3. Rockville, Montgomery A in lane 4. Nation's Capital A in lane 5. North Palm Beach lane A in lane 6. Nova, Virginia B, NCAP B. So we have 3 teams with A and B relays in here. So that's 3/4 of our field. Speaking of Noah's Ark. Each girl will swim 4 lengths to the pool. And it is going to be NCAP's A relay, lane number 5. That's Mackenzie Corey with the early lead. And it looks like Long Island's going to be in second. That's right at the top of the screen.
Yeah.
This is Long Island's B relay is out splitting their A. And you might say, wow, how's that possible? That's Una Diaz. But, it's interesting. And she's her teammate, Vivian Zangaro. But, some kids, as coaches, we typically say, hey, these are my 4 fastest, especially with the larger teams. So we'll see how this holds out. But it is Mackenzie Corey in lane number 5 who touches first. And Long Island Aquatic Club B, that is Una Diaz with the second fast split, 57.5.
Well, I will say that the girl in lane 2, Zagora.
That's Vivian Zangaro. Yeah.
She just get done swimming the 2 fly?
Yeah, she did. And that can be another factor, too. Absolutely. No, not could be. It will be another factor. Meet record in this event is a 350.6. NCAP looking really, really strong. That's Sloan Roca. But again, Yuan Tian from NCAP B is 31.07. I'm sorry, Long Island B. Long Island A, Sophia Lyons, just a hair faster. So this is a luxury of riches for Long Island having those. And again, it's not uncommon to have A and B relays that are that tight with the larger teams.
The flyer for Rockville Montgomery.
Rockville Montgomery's butterflyer is Annika Kai, CAI. Okay. Gabrielle Day will be their freestyler. Boy, this is really bunched up.
Bunched up real quick.
Sloan Roca out really, really fast that first 50, but comes home at a 34.0.
6/10 separating first from 5th.
Yep. And Long Island A reestablishes its dominance with moving ahead of their B relay. So, but we'll see. It's exciting when you see that kinds of things. And it tells you the competition that you can have on these teams. So, and right now it's going to be Rockville Montgomery touching first with 25.7, just ahead of NCAP. And like we said earlier, it's Annika Kai. NCAP, that's McKinley Cushman. Long Island A is in third. That's Karina Dye.
I think Long Island B is in 4th.
They are.
Right neck and neck with Nova.
Yep. That's huge.
Whoa! Long Island A's taken over.
Karina Dye, that's in lane number 2. She splits a 30.2. And just a really, really solid split race for her. She hands it off to Sasha Carafin. We'll see if they can do. So out Long Island, it's 1-4 right now.
But when I tell my swimmers they're swimming the race, I tell them to swim with blinders on. I don't want them worrying about trying to catch anybody. And I think that's what Long Island was doing. Their flyer was able to come back really well in that last 50 because she controlled her swim the first 50.
So Rockville Montgomery, 24.1. That's Gabrielle Day.
Yep.
She has the fastest first 50 of the field. She looks to be pulling ahead. Yep. And then lane number 2, that's Sasha Carapin. And NCAP has Samantha Romer. And, boy, this is going to be a great race for top 3. Lane number 3, that's Caroline Williams from Nova. And like we typically
700s.
see, Rockville, Long Island, NCAP, and Nova. These are the 4 teams that are going to be challenging for the race.
Yep.
Long Island's B relay is in 5th. Nova's B relay is in 6th. NCAP's B relay is 7th. All these relays are faster than the only time from this morning.
But there were a couple from the last heat that got into
that's why I'm
this.
sorry. Yeah, so we had a 3:59.9 and a 4:00.88 this morning too. So some exciting swimming from the ladies to wrap up the women's portion of the program. Now we go into the guys.
Last event of the evening.
It is. So we have Lake Erie Silver Dolphins A, NCAP B in lane 2, Schrader A in lane 3, Rochester A in lane 4, Rockville Montgomery B in lane 5, Nova Virginia B in lane 6, Northern Kentucky Clippers in lane number 7. That's their A relay. Ole A in lane 8. The fastest time this morning was a 3:45.7. That's faster than over half the field here. That was from Rockwood Swim Club. Long Island B was 3:46.5. Long Island Express 3:50. So 3:45, 3:46.
Yeah, I think
look for those
guys
to
place.
have. Rockville Montgomery has the meet record with a 3:30.1. Is there 11-12?
Oh, wow. Look at Rochester taking it out. That kid's going for it. I don't know the names. I don't have the names in front of me, but Rochester out of Minnesota, their backstroker's got himself a really nice lead. Really nice lead. This is going to be about a 3 or 4 second lead right now.
This is Rochester. This is Kai Joyner.
Okay, that makes sense.
Makes sense. Yeah, that's so. And he hands it off to Bennett Kruckenberg. In second place is Lake Erie Silver Dolphins. That's Ian Kuhlman. Handing off to Benjamin Ackerman.
Tell you what, that guy in lane 3 from Schrader got a nice looking breaststroke.
He does. He's nice and high out of the water. But it is Rochester Swim Club. That's Bennett Kruckenberg. And then Schrader Swim Team. Daniel Nemesh is in second. And then lane 1. Ben Ackerman, and then who's
lane 6?
Lane 6. Yep.
Nova.
And that's Cullen Harrington from Nova Virginia Aquatics. And it is still Rochester.
Looks like
lane
Rochester's
4.
extending their lead.
I think they are. Yeah. So
this second 50 for the Rochester guy looks really solid.
Yeah, there was only 1 or 2 swimmers that outsplit him.
Yeah, but he's definitely going to outsplit
he looks
the field
great
here.
The second 50 here.
33.4. Yeah, so right there, 33.3. Yep.
So the butterflyer is for Rochester is Matthew Ding, and lane number 3, Schrader YMCA, is Parker Hicks.
And who's that guy in lane 6?
Lane 6 is James Eckeries.
Okay.
And Alexander Witt in lane 5. So I see if he can make a move too.
Yeah. They definitely had the fastest split of. Well, no, lane 2, Nation's Capital B guy had the fastest split. Oh, no, Northern Kentucky guy. 25-1.
That is Andrew Kruger.
Oh, that makes, yeah.
But the second 50 is very, very important here.
Oh, yeah, especially when you take, but I mean, the Rockville kid took it out really fast. He's 28.6 on the end.
Rochester still
by
with the
far
lead.
The fastest split.
Yep, and that's Gabriel Broden in the anchoring that relay. Very aggressive start, but it looked good. So
yeah, it looked clean to me.
Yeah, it did. But I'd like to see these kids, get every bit of it. But
this Rochester team is
Rockville Montgomery. This is Patrick Fisher, and he splits a 23.2 first 50, 23.9 from Nova. That is Gabe Schwabe.
Gabe Schwabe. There you go. Too much real estate. Or should I say not enough.
Kai Joyner gave them the lead in the backstroke, and, boy, they just never looked back from there.
341 is definitely scoring in the top 8. Well, maybe not.
Yeah, we'll see now. So now we get into the final heat. We have NCAP in lane A is in lane 1. Long Island Express B is in lane 2. I'm going to come back to that.
I was going to say, was there a relay earlier?
Their A relay swam in the morning, so I'm not sure why they flipped that, but it's possible they had some kids that weren't that may have some kids missing, so put their B in there. And so Nova Virginia A is in lane 3, St. Charles A, Long Island Aquatic A in lane 5, Machine A in lane 6, Rockville Montgomery A in lane 7, Ozaki Aquatics in lane 8.
What's the record for this?
Record for this event is the 3:30.10.
So
Rockville Montgomery, Oler, Dawson, Jungblith, and Rooney.
I watched St. Charles do this 3:30.32. It was a fantastic relay. So it's going to be tight. I think you got McMillan leading off.
We do. So
watch
St. Charles
he's going to be out
4.
At least a 49.
Boy, I love those Dolphin kids, and look at it. He is 30 yards into this race, and he's got a half a body length lead.
Right. Reminds me
he's
a lot.
He's going to turn, put the heat in his feet.
Reminds me a lot of Braden. Braden would take that, and McMillan does the same thing. As soon as he's up, that fast tempo stroke.
And the interesting thing with the tempo, like he and Braden both, they're a little bit of bounce to the stroke, but they're just throwing so much torque into that stroke.
Yeah.
But
49.9.
Yep.
He was actually faster here than he was when he did the.
He's turning it over to Joshua Lack. So they come into this event 6-7 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. Just below them, Long Island Aquatics. That's Jia Zhu. Reed O'Connell for the backstroker for Long Island. And
Jia Zhu has really nice underwaters.
New Wargan from Machine Aquatics is in lane number 6.
But it doesn't look like Joshua Lack is lacking anything right now.
Yeah, so Long Island Express, their A relay was a 125 this morning. They're 123 here. So there's a reason they flipped the A and the B.
Yep.
So coming in under the flags, that's Joshua Lack. He's going to hand off to Collins Bow. And then this
Brady
is Aiden
Jordan.
O'Shea in lane number 5. Brady Jordan will be anchoring for St. Charles. So that's a stud relay right there.
It is. It was a stud relay at age group. I mean, they beat everybody by 4 seconds.
Yep.
It wasn't close. Being from Illinois and watching the progression of these guys, it's incredible. It's not just, St. Charles, but all these guys.
And he's Colin Bowe is he's out. He's 24.8. He's nearly 2 seconds faster than the field, with the exception of Nova. And that is Jake and Dameron, who's 24.4. But they're in a position right now. They're just not going to catch them.
Brady's going to have to go a 47 if he wants to. If they want to get that record.
At 28.9, it's a little bit, definitely a little bit tight coming in on the end of the fly. But St. Charles will win this race. It's just a matter of by how much. But the race really is going to be for second.
Right there.
And that's Long Island Machine. That is Xavier Kulak from Long Island, Neil Wargan from Machine. And Neil Wargan's slightly ahead. Yes, he is. 22.2. Boy, what an unbelievable split there from Wargan, 22.2, and fastest split of the night for any of these guys.
Well, the record's not going to go, but it's still a great swim. 3:31.70, and then Machine coming in second, 3:35. Nice swims.
3:36 for Long Island. A couple of 3:40, 3:42s. There was a 3:41.3 in the previous heat, which will end fifth. So.
Then, of course, you got Trip Thomas, who went 109.9. Every time.
Congratulations, Tripp.
Yeah, you're doing an awesome job, buddy.
All right, so that concludes the swimming tonight here from the 2024 NCSA Age Group Swimming Championships. Tomorrow night we'll be back again. We'll give you some team scores, let you know how things are going. This event is held at the Rosen Aquatic Center in the Harris Rosen Championship course. Harris Rosen has been extremely generous, and he's a longtime swimmer, master swimmer, record holder, and purchased this facility, and he's kept it going. So it's a beautiful facility here, so we're really lucky to have it. Speedo is our sponsor. They do a lot for the NCSA, so on behalf of Derek Amberman, I am Bill Shaws, and we are out of here.